asked for it. Whoops.
Your soul shall suffer. Well met. You down. My greetings. The elements will destroy you.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Friday Night Fights. I'm one of your casters tonight, Koroden. I'm joined by Doctorfeesh and none other than Saku on the operating. Guys, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent, bro. No, I don't have myself on stream.
Can't
so
see him, but we can see him.
right now.
And my goodness, is it great. We've got a fantastic Friday Night Fights coming up for you guys tonight. We've got a full selection. 3 matches coming at you. First is going to be coming from Pro Series. Then we're going to move into Legacy Gold. 2 matches in Legacy Gold. But first, gold. I love gold. First, let's get right into it. For the boys, Hype Horizen. This is GermanShep versus Cool Kid.
Shep, dude.
Shep, sorry.
German Shepherd.
Like GermanShep.
Like the dog.
Like the dog. This match is going to be crazy. Coming in after that, we've got a Legacy Gold Conference match. We have, I have it. We've got Mayanadon and the Big Ted facing off. And after that, we go into ItsMeMikeV versus THLeumer. Some crazy matchups. Let's go right back to Pro right off the beginning. The first match we're going to see here. Both these teams are at the absolute top of Pro. FTB for the boys are 3 points ahead of Hype Horizen. And we've got a 2-seed match, a 7-1 GermanShep coming at you with a 6-2 Cool Kid. Doctorfeesh, what are you thinking here, man?
Well, these players brought pretty much almost identical decks besides 2 classes. I'm really, really excited about this match. Both these players are incredibly good at Hearthstone. I don't know if you want to run down the list or if you wanted to.
Yeah, so we've got over in Pro, we've got open deck lists. So coming out of GermanShep, we've got a Soul Demon Hunter, we've got your Secret Rogue, Bomb Warrior, and you've got the Small Spell Mage. And then over on Cool Kid side of things, you've got a Soul Demon Hunter as well, a Secret Rogue as well, a Priest, Control Priest, and the Small Spell Mage coming out of him as well. Now, the Small Spell Mages, they're identical. There's no difference in any cards in either of the decks. Your Demon Hunters, you see Cool Kids running a Pen Flinger versus running a additional Glaive-bound Adept. And the Rogue, you see a little bit of difference. You got GermanShep running the Vendetta Dragon's Horde package, trying to get that cheap early removal, trying to stay on board. Whereas on Cool Kid's side, he's actually running an Ambush. He's running a little bit more secrets just to, I guess, guarantee that Shadow Jeweler Hanar, and also Ambush is an easy way to deal with, a questing or something like that in a mirror matchup. What are you thinking about bans for here, Doctor?
I'm thinking, man,
it's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure.
It's kind of tough because if GermanShep doesn't want to play Priest, then you can just go ahead and ban Priest.
Right.
And on the same side, Priest, like I'm thinking that both rogues just kind of probably play. I don't know the Secret Rogue versus Control Priest match that well, but I know that a lot of times rogue decks just kind of get there against Priest, so he could leave it up.
Yeah, I mean, they're very similar, right? I mean, I think Rogue and Priest right now is Priest you kind of bring to be that counter towards a Bomb Warrior, which we do see coming in. So maybe we do see that Priest get banned. I think both these Rogues are going to make it through. I honestly think both these Spell Mages are going to make it through. I could possibly see Cool Kid banning that Warrior. But it's weird because he does have the Priest, which does predominantly well against Warrior. So
I think he bans Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they both might see a double Demon Hunter ban with both of them bringing the Mage. Soul Demon Hunter has an extremely good matchup against the Mage. Regardless, doesn't really matter what you bring in that matchup. You're gonna have a better time because you just want to swing weapons towards the face, and Mage needs to accumulate a lot of smaller spells to get that huge discounts and big turns off of your Mana Giants and your stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I do think we might see a double Demon Hunter ban. I would not be surprised if we did see it. I would also be surprised if we saw Mage bans, honestly. I don't think the Evocations changes or the Astromancer Solarium, the Prime, changed up to 9 mana, really did Mage in that dirty. It just means a little less in the randomness. You can't randomly generate any of those evocations anymore. You can with, Magic Trick, but you can't off of Wand Makers. You can't off of the Dragon, the 2-mana Dragon, which I don't believe neither of them are running that package anymore.
Yeah, you can't. So the only ways you can get evocation is Wand Thief. It's Wand Thief, it's Magic Trick, and I think there was one other thing that I had in my memory, and I just slipped out of my head. So those two are the main ones.
Yeah, Wand Thief, Magic Trick, and you could get it off
Tome of Intellect.
The random. That's the absolute most crazy one. So it does look like we have the bans coming in here. What do we have, Saku?
Myself. So GermanShep had banned Demon Hunter of Cool Kids, and Cool Kid banned GermanShep's Warrior.
Okay.
That's interesting. That Cool Kid went after that Warrior. I guess the Warrior is worse against the Demon Hunter.
I thought Priest wasn't good against Demon Hunter.
Yeah, it's I definitely thought he would leave that Warrior open, but I guess the Warrior does beat Mage. That's kind of what you want to do.
Doesn't it do well against Rogue and Mage? I might be wrong. Secret Rogue versus Bomb Warrior?
I think it's kind of a race at that point in time.
Okay, gotcha.
Bomb Warrior doesn't have too much removal in the way of other than weapons and your shield blocks, your shield slams, things like that. And if Rogue can stick a Shadow Jeweler or a big minion, Warrior's going to have a more difficult time to deal with. Double Cohorse is in the deck for GermanShep, so maybe a good ban, even if the priest does have a good matchup against one deck, doesn't mean the rest of your decks are going to have a good time. So, thinking about it, not too crazy, but the Demon Hunter ban coming out from GermanShep is, I expected something like that.
Okay, now we're just waiting for Cool Kid to make it back. He had to do a bio break and get some water, and he'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah,
No
for sure.
worries.
Let's move in then. Not to overshadow our pro, but coming in, we've got 2 Legacy Gold matchups coming at us this week as well. So the first one that we're going to see is the Big Ted from Stubbs versus Mayanadon from DadLegend. Now, there's some implications on this matchup as well. DadLegend actually staying in playoff contention right now, and the Stubbs are not quite out of it.
It's gonna be hard.
It would be hard for them to come in, but DadLegend definitely looking to pick up some good points this week against them, and the Stubbs maybe trying to play a little bit of a spoiler in that role. The DadLegend is up 8-0 in that series right now, so
that's more why I said it's gonna be hard, because they're up 8-0.
Yeah,
if this was the first match, it'd be wide open.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
they are down a little bit lower in the bracket. They'd have to come through and really storm out, but already being down 2 games, it's going to be way more difficult to come back. And then for our third matchup of the night, we have ItsMeMikeV from GLA's Good Luck Albatrosses versus THLeumer from the Saronite Pain Gang.
Yes.
Again, a little bit of implications for this matchup too. Unfortunately, Saronite Pain Gang is probably not in playoff contention.
They would have needed a full sweep.
Yeah, they would have had to come.
So they're spoilers now.
Yeah, so everyone likes to play a little spoiler matchup, it's a tight race right now. It's 6-4 with Good Luck Albatrosses wanting to steal as many points here as they can. They're in the 6th spot, but they're literally 4 points away from 3rd. So really, points are negligible at this point in that race, and you're really just looking for every point you can possibly grab. So it's going to be very interesting to see those 2 matchups played out this week.
Yeah, and spicy class springs from Lemur, Shaman, and Warlock being brought.
Oh yeah.
Warlock. I already knew that. I knew that he was bringing Warlock after Tavern Talk last night.
Yeah, there's been I don't know, resurgence.
There's been talk of Zoo.
It could be Zoo. I've seen the Gala Warlock come through a little bit more often now. The one that runs, the old stall and just all the Galakron Invoke cards. You hit the Alex, and then you hit them over the top with so it could be interesting. It might be Zoo. If it is Zoo, Tweeg will be knocking around chat. I'm sure. So when there's a Zoo Warlock play, Tweeg is not far behind. That is for certain.
For sure.
What do you think is going to come out of this pro series right off the bat? The pro matchup versus GermanShep versus Cool Kid. What do you think we're going to lead out with? Knowing the bands now, knowing the way things are going to go, who's going to try and sneak out that first win?
GermanShep doesn't have his Demon Hunter band. I kind of expect that to lead.
Yeah.
And then I would think, let's see, Cool Kid probably would lead. I think he'll lead with Priest or Rogue. I don't think you want to start with Mage at this point, especially if you're going to expect a Demon Hunter start.
Yeah, if you see a Demon Hunter open on the other side, you really don't want to lead out with that Mage. I agree for sure. Possibly the Priest. I don't think he has too much in the way of stall. He does have double Pyros. He runs 1 Holy Smite. So he could, but the issue with the Soul Demon Hunter is that it's not really board centric. It's a very strange deck where it's got a couple minions, but there's not really any general threats, and that's what Priest is really good with dealing with the deaths and with the Wave of Apathy steals with the Cabal Acolyte. So it's going to be interesting. Well, with that, I think we're right about to get in.
Just about, yeah. So we're gonna have, that's Canadian for about. So.
About.
So, Cool Kid's going to be on the bottom. That's first to spectate for our casters. And we're going to have GermanShep. That's going to be at the top.
Perfect. Getting in here. We got
Yeah.
preparing to battle some friends.
Preparing to hit eyeballs is what we are doing.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Spectated my father.
Yeah, you spectated my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to crash.
Yeah, prepare for Patch's bug.
Oh, no wild, unfortunately, for this.
No wild today. We have
no wild today.
no
anyway.
wild today. No.
But wild's in playoffs right now, correct?
Not yet.
No,
Not
a couple
yet.
weeks.
A couple weeks, okay. So it's just Hero that's in playoffs right now.
Yep. Hero will be in finals, and everybody else will kind of be wrapping up.
Dang.
Yeah.
But then BG's.
Although we'll start.
All right, I'm on in here.
Cool kid.
He's the cool kid in school. All right. Cool kid on your bottom.
I am the iron
We're
hand
going
of
to
justice.
have.
Thief.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Ooh,
Rogue
a double
versus
rogue.
Rogue.
It's Thief versus Thief. Who?
This is one of those matchups that, it's going to come down to whose cards in the right direction, and was that Vendetta Horde better than including no Eviscerates on GermanShep's side of things? So this is going to be an interesting one. Cool Kid has a really good starting hand. On GermanShep's side of
That
things,
looks like almost a better one.
it's a tough one. I mean, you're not really doing much on GermanShep's point of view early on, but
It'd be interesting to see what. Oh, he molded everything.
yeah,
And got everything, and got just a secret
just
passage.
upgraded the
Instead of-
secret passage. Yeah.
Yeah, from a prep.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And second
Oh,
questing
wow.
pulled into hand, so that's
Yeah.
a
That's
tough one, especially not
scary.
even on coin for GermanShep.
Yeah.
So Cool Kid sitting pretty nice. Probably going to see this Pharaoh Cat come down. Pretty standard stuff. Getting the generous mummy. There it is. God, I love that card. Don't I love that card?
That is the best card in all of Hearthstone.
That's Shadow. Yeah. That's the Shadow Weaver.
in my opinion, the generous mummy should be like Santa Mummy.
So
you're giving gifts to the opposition.
So I was playing Secret Rogue not too long ago, and I got Generous Mummy offered to me by the Pharaoh Cat this very same way, and I coined it out on 2. I leaned into it as hard as I could, and didn't I push like 15 unnecessary damage?
We had somebody did that on stream on last Sunday.
Yeah,
It was
that just.
really,
I mean, it's a 5/4 that comes back, so it's
they just got massacred.
Yeah, so
that one.
We're probably not going to see Cool Kid tempo out a Generous Mummy. You never know, though. He's thinking about it. Might see just the cult neophyte come down here. Make it even more awkward for GermanShep if he wants to, play any of those Dragon Hordes, anything like that next turn.
Yeah, it makes Secret Passage not as good to search for something, but I don't think you'd be searching for anything now, anyways.
No, not on. Yeah,
such an awkward. So awkward.
Yeah, I mean, in this sense, for GermanShep, I mean, this adventure doesn't stick, but it might soak up 3 damage for you. From what we see in Cool Kid's hand, that backstab is gonna do pretty handily with his questing. Also, the pickup of both the ambush and dirty tricks with the Shadow Jewel Hanara in hand is putting Cool Kid in a pretty good position. Pretty demanding in this matchup.
Yeah, and I would assume would most likely play the dirty tricks at this point. He could throw the ambush in early, but dirty tricks is nice to get some draw.
Dirty tricks, you have to be careful. He does have the 7 cards in hand, and if he starts generating with Hanar, it could get a little iffy. He is going to go for this Hanar coin. Is going to
ambush to deal with Edwin or something.
Thinking of the ambush possibly for an Edwin, or even just, I guess, leave the questing, but gonna elect for the dirty tricks, draw some cards.
Snake Trap, I would think. Could be I, but
yeah. No, Snake Trap gives you just more things on the board.
It's just never vaporized. That's what I knew. Man, this is so bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, both these blackjack stunners coming into hand for GermanShep with no secret to activate them is looking pretty upset. You can't even really secret passage here because everything you kind of want to hit is there. You might honestly tempo one of these blackjacks and get your lackey starting to roll with the evil miscreant.
Yeah,
Don't let
I
the
can see
door
that.
hit you.
Just throw the miscreant out and get some lackeys going.
Feels so bad leaving this Hanar up, knowing that he has the second secret in hand as well. So
Up to no good.
Yeah.
Me too.
guess GermanShep is just praying no plagiarize here, which we don't hit. Evil miscreant on the hand of Cool Kid himself, but I really do think you might just see the snake trap with some more secrets coming down. When you get Hanar down, especially in a mirror matchup, it's hard to say no. Counterspell is quite powerful, but Redemption can be played now.
Probably Redemption, right?
It's very awkward because you got two other minions on board, and you kind of want that to hit Hanar.
You're right.
So if you're bringing back a 3-1, okay, that's
wonder.
all right. But bringing back a 1-1 isn't gonna be
Okay.
the happiest. So just
goes-
another dirty trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna see what else you can get.
Repentance.
You've seen one questing. You could sniper repentance. Honestly, explosive just for some
Explosive is
damage.
good. Explosive is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I take explosive here.
But repentance, it's an easy one to play as well. If you're on an awkward turn, you can weave that one secret in with 1 mana remaining.
Yeah.
Trading to respect the shadow step, I believe.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Again, yeah, GermanShep's hand is just he's drawing all his minions and really nothing to activate them with. We do have the lackeys in hand, so we can start fighting back on this board. I think GermanShep's just gonna attack first, see if he can flesh out which one of these secrets is what he wants to go after. Start with Snipe maybe.
Yeah, well, this will trigger the ambush.
I think what he could do actually is Cobalt Lackey, and then you could Rush Lackey, and if it happens, you've actually picked up if he wants to test for Freezing Trap this way.
Well, he knew that one.
Right
He
into
would
my
like.
trap.
I guess he wasn't 100% sure it was ambush, but he knows that there was 2 separate secrets played from deck instead
Yes, yeah,
from
and
hand. So
he could have had a decent, or he could have assumed as well that the rogue secret the secret that was taken off of the Hanar was either a mage or the other rogue secret that wasn't up.
yeah, definitely.
So here's that Edwin, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 6/6 coming down. So he knows it's not a plagiarize, right? Because
Yeah, he knows. his
So
dirty
he knew
tricks at
he
this
knew the
point.
dirty tricks now at this rate because the ambush popping was the one he played on the turn before that. So
Yeah.
getting that Edwin down is actually going to help quite a bit here.
Just gonna look at the second Cult Neophyte and probably play his Miscreant. Could also, because with the Hanar dead, obviously you're still gonna eventually want to play the explosive. But I think is he gonna go for the? No, he hovered passage, but I don't think that's what he's gonna go with. I would expect the Miscreant here.
Up to no good.
Miscreant for sure. Just start generating.
Wow.
Oh, Cobalt Lackey.
Double Cabal Lackey.
Yeah.
Pushing damage.
And ignoring the Edwin as well.
Yeah, there's no reason to go after it. It's not going to grow. So, the only thing that you might think is maybe a Shadow Step, but at that rate, they're spending 1 mana on a Shadow Step. So, makes sense.
Well, from GermanShep's point of view at this right now, maybe lead out with a Pharaoh Cat and see where that gets you.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to think of the questing, but on this board, I don't think you ever want a questing. 2 mana Secret Passage seems very upsetting, but could be the play as well. I mean, you can get this questing up to a
I
4/4 depending on what comes off of the Reborn, if that's the choice you route you want to go.
Okay. That would have done it, but it's gonna play the Neophyte instead.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, if you got a 1 mana like the Murloc or the Machine.
So currently, well, he's gonna trade.
He's gonna have to.
At the turn, he was seeing like 3 damage off lethal, but now it's gonna be sitting a little bit more off lethal.
8 damage could come out. 9 damage could come out from Cool Kid this round, unless he Secret Passage. He does have the Avisas in his deck.
That's right.
GermanShep is not running that package, or that card anyway, not the package. You running the Dragon's Horde Vendetta package instead.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I mean, the Neophyte just makes this very awkward because otherwise you could probably just Secret Passage. Or obviously you want to start removing minions. You can't let the questing sit there. You have to get rid of it. And Edwin as well. So I expect both of these Cabal lackeys to maybe come out and just some clearing up some minions. You can get a favorable trade into something. Burning, you got both Cabals going into that 1 minion. They're gonna leave Edwin up. He's just gonna race now. He's like, I have eviscerates and extra damage.
Sure.
I'm even gonna give you a mummy. But Secret Passage is gonna get dropped here. Oh wow, Shadow Step.
Shadow Step's not the best though, because you Shadow Step, you'd have to replay it before you actually play that passage, right?
Yeah.
So it's not really the best pickup. I mean, you're gonna want to empty your hand here as much as you can. So
I wonder.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you.
Both stunners out, passage down. No secrets used for the stunners, so everything is just staying the same. Gonna Shadow Step gonna Shadow Step the Neophyte and try to make it more awkward again. Triggers the Dirty Tricks finally.
Finally, the Dirty Tricks
for a hot minute. Oh, good pickup. Good pickup. Cool kid on that.
I mean, in GermanShep's defense, he couldn't really trigger that. Dirty Tricks. He could have only really.
That was like the first spell he drew.
Yeah, he could really only have Secret Passage. Could you imagine if he picked up a Shadow Step here with this Edwin now?
This is going to be a big turn. This Mummy's just going to allow Hanar to do some work. Barrier, staying alive.
Wow, Barrier 2.
Ooh.
Never Surrender. Let's go. Eye for an eye, this man. Gonna go with Flame Ward. Does he get them all in?
And he gets to go
face. See what we get off this Sparrow Cat here. Guard Defender. That's a great heal.
That's a great hitting, even backstabbing the mummy.
Kind of strange, but I guess just trying to get the cards out of hand, I suppose.
I have no clue.
Well, we're gonna see a prep of our own. Finally, you're gonna
never
surrender, baby. Look at those minions. Look how healthy that board is.
Oh my god.
Dirty Tricks for himself. Picking up that Dragon Horde and the Cult Neophyte. It's just that turn, man. I'm telling you, Mummy in the late game for your opponent especially in Rogue. With Rogue has so many ways to manipulate cheap costs. Like, we all remember Counterfeit Coin and what a problem Counterfeit was, because you could just get free stuff. Now, giving Rogue the opportunity to combo off of things like Hanar, like, he got 5 secrets out of one turn.
Okay. That triggers explosive, kills the entire board. I think I would have traded the 5/2 into the Eddy.
Ooh, Cool Kid finds the bottom right.
Yeah, that's rough. His entire board just went down. I like I said, I think I would have liked trading into the Edwin, if all, because it has the most attack.
Yeah,
and then I would have moved
that
from
Edwin
there.
up for quite a bit, honestly.
Yeah. It costed him a minion, and then Edwin went face. So, I mean, it's not like he got 12 to face, but I mean, prevented 3 damage going to his face and then dealt.
Yeah,
6.
because he traded the first turn on one Edwin, but then he did push 6 extra. But I mean, in that case, I mean,
that's like
Cool
that's a
Kid-
9. It's a 9-ish swing probably.
Yeah,
That's still really crucial, and just going face first without thinking about how if it could be I mean, you can't really play around every trap, but I think I would have just liked to see, because the mummy's doing so much, I think I would have tried to at least eliminate the reborn life with it.
The mummy is it's such a difficult thing to think about, right? I mean,
it is.
I really think you got to see it. I don't know. It's a difficult call. It's a really tough thing to.
Because he could have pushed lethal with it, but at the same time, he also backfired really hard. So yeah, Shep up 1-0 now.
Yeah. That was an interesting one. So Shep's getting his rogue through. Got to assume he's going to come firing out with that demon hunter next. I can't imagine why he wouldn't, especially getting through with that rogue. You could see the mage. I mean, but I think the mage has.
It all depends. It all depends on what he thinks Cool Kid's gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
out.
The demon hunter into a mage, even into the rogue. Like, the rogue is the same.
Shep banned the DH.
Shep banned the DH. Sorry, I'm talking about Shep's DH into the mage and the rogue.
Yeah.
I think it's a good matchup, honestly. So
it is.
It's going to be interesting to see what I do think. Shep just runs this demon hunter right out. I think he's got 2 out of 3 matchups. Pretty good. I even think the priest matchup's okay. I think he's got a really good matchup. The rogue might be the iffiest one, but even still, I think he's doing all right.
I think priest is the closest to 50-50. I'm thinking that Cool Kid could come out with, I'll say Shep could consider the mage if he thinks that Cool Kid's gonna bring the rogue back out.
Yeah,
because mage is fine against rogue.
So we get a little bit of a hesitation. There's a crash on, I think, GermanShep's side, so he's just logging in and logging back. So
no worries.
No worries.
Respect him.
Yep, respect.
That's fine.
Back. So
I think Cool Kid's first, so you can just keep specking him and then dive into Shep when they challenge back up there.
Okay, sure. I accidentally went out, but I will.
I mean, it's all 6s and 7s. It's all good.
It's all good. I'll get in when we get back into it.
12s
so many
and 11 teens.
So many awesome power references tonight, guys. It's all 6s and 7s.
I like it.
It's gonna be great. Joining. Oh, I forgot to say the most important person on the cast is Lucy the cat, right here for all your viewing pleasures.
Yes.
This is Lucy, my kitten. Yeah, she's not a kitten.
Lucy.
She is easily 8 years old, probably older, and we called her Lucy because I thought it was hilarious because she is the spawn of Satan, so Lucifer, but also because she's a cat and she's furry, so Lucifer. That's why
that's a great
that's her name, and that's Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Say hi to the people. Hi. She's also comes
Lucy.
when I want her. Come on, come say hi to the people.
So we have some technical difficulties.
Oh no. Hate to see it, but hopefully we get this sorted out. I do, yeah. I mean, we could play back through that matchup there, but I don't know if it's got to be the generous generous mummy turn, right?
Yeah, I think that was it.
I see why Cool Kid made the play. He's saying
I do too.
A 5/4 on board is hard enough to kill, but with Reborn, it's going to come back, and then you have to put something into it to kill it, because the 5's going to hit you no matter what. Which way? Maybe you hit it with your face.
Yeah.
I want this to hit your face, but yeah, I mean, GermanShep was looking like he was down that entire matchup, and he finally found a way back off of that. It was a zero mana secret passage, was it not?
It was the passage. Like, I mean, if I can definitely see Cool Kid saying you have 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And I don't think that these 3 cards in your hand can do enough. And then
Yeah.
one of them turned out to be a secret passage, which pulled exactly Hanar in a secret.
Yeah, and you haven't. Yeah, and you haven't passaged me since 7 turns have passed. So
Yeah.
let's see what you got. And unfortunately for Cool Kid, it was a secret passage, and he got the secret passage for free on 7 mana, which is crazy. Could you imagine if he still had 5 cards with that secret passage? That's outrageous.
I'm glad that card was nerfed.
Yeah, I mean, there's been interesting stuff going on for sure. But it's crazy. While we're waiting, what do you guys think of what'd you think of the reveal? Huh?
It was pretty decent. I liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like what we got out of it.
I think corrupt mechanic is gonna be super
Corrupt's
cool.
gonna be
I think it's silly. I think it's a silly mechanic, and I think it's
100%.
wild.
Yeah.
I love how the old gods are coming back. I don't know the randomness, man. I don't know how you can get Yogg Saron to be more random than Yogg Saron ever was, but they did it.
They did it.
Yeah.
That 5. What's gonna be so interesting is that 5% game ends.
Oh, the fireball someone till they die. I know.
Pyroblast until opponent dies.
Yeah.
We're
Pyro. That's
now,
crazy. Okay.
We are in game, running in. Oh, my spectator is bugged. Then let me jump back into Cool Kid here.
So we got Demon Hunter versus Priest. Right?
Whoa, my spec. Oh no, I thought my game just completely bugged. It did it.
There we go. So we do have Cool Kid bringing that Priest against GermanShep's Demon Hunter. Kind of what I expected to see at a GermanShep. Cool Kid. I mean, I think he had. I could have seen the Rogue coming out here if he had the read on the Demon Hunter. I do think this might be his best bet with the healing he can get.
It is.
Trying to overheal the Demon Hunter's damage and maybe stick a big minion or, do some Soul Mirror craziness.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. But if this is anything...
You don't pick the ones.
Cool Kid's got some...
Wow, Shep's hand is really nice.
Shep's hand's spicy. Shep's got everything he could want and more. Going into turn 3, I mean, he's got so much to do. He can, coin the Marrow Slicer into so much more. He's got a Wand Maker here easily. Mana Burn is
burn. That's good against Priest.
Oh, it's just so annoying too, right? So Cool Kid could get this Veil Weaver starting to click off with the Holy Smite pick up there. He could also trade in his own, but I think he might go for the Holy Smite turn.
Yeah, I think he
You do have the Raised Dead in hand, so if GermanShep does kill this Wand Maker and the Veil Weaver, the Raised Dead's going to give him right back, and that's kind of the recycle Priest we know and love. Kill your minions and bring them back stronger than ever before.
The Priest that I don't like.
Everyone loves Priest. Come on, it's really
No.
Embalming Ritual picked up.
Ron and I share very. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Ron and I share a very similar philosophy on Priest.
Oh yeah.
It's words I can't say.
Priest mirrors are pretty annoying, but I mean, I always loved Priest. I was a huge fan of Res Priest of old days. I think Katarina is one of my favorite cards. Just everything wise, I love Katarina in general. So Res Priest is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's a really cool card, and I'm having really bad flashbacks to Res Priest now.
I loved Res Priest. Or Albatross Priest, man. Just stick your deck with Albatross.
I wasn't playing during that. So
I loved Albatross. So, yeah. It's going to be really easy. Get a Mana Burn, but Mana Burn doesn't really affect you when you have a 0 mana card.
No, it doesn't.
He's trying to think of, does he want to smite his own Wand Maker to get it back?
I think he's just debating whether he wants to just play the Raised Dead. I think you should just.
Oh, you might just wild this. I don't know if you want to wild Pyromancer here because.
Yeah, you don't want a Pyro because it just dies.
Raise Dead getting you the 1 minion back is okay. Just gonna chill.
Yeah, I agree.
Just gonna heal back up. No need to push this. I mean, that's kind of what Cool Kid wants to do, is just sit back and have GermanShep make his plays and extend himself into a point where Cool Kid can, use his cabals with his waves and do his big Murazon turns and do his soul and just try and stay alive on board.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, I was wondering why he used the mana burn now instead of using the mana burn on a later turn when there's a soul mirror opportunity. But then I have to remember that both of these decks aren't necessarily super board centric. As we see soul mirror come into hand.
Yeah, we see the soul mirror coming right there, like it was known. Yeah, Demon Hunter's not really known to be that big of a board centric. So
A simple spell.
Cobalt Spellkin gonna come down. Another Holy Smite and another Embalming Ritual.
Yeah, I definitely think you embalm the 3/5 there. Yeah.
Yeah, you just need a minion to stick here, and you need to start pushing a little bit here. You're not overextending too much.
No,
you
not
can
at
even
all.
get the Spellkin back if he chooses to kill it. No Blade Dance in hand, which makes it a little bit awkward. We do see the Consume Magic. If Shep does choose to silence that 3/5, but I see a shiny card on the far side of my screen that pushes 9 damage to face, and I like it.
Yeah, I like pushing 9 damage to face. The only could be also thinking about maybe a 6/4 minion that can also do something, but I also don't like playing Glavebound here because there's no reason. Considering his options, I think I would expect to land on a Soul Shard Lapidary, maybe even a coin. Don't even really need to coin the hero power.
Oh, I think it looks like he's leaning more towards that Glavebound Adept.
All right, gonna put more stats on board. I assume the Adept's going face if it's coming down.
It's got to, right? You're not scared of trading into a 2/2. I mean, the only issue is that he's going face. I mean, it's the same stats regardless, a 6/4 during a 5/5. I guess it's what do you value more at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the healthier minion, but 6 damage is if it hits is gonna do wonders.
I wonder if if GermanShep's last draw influenced his decision. There is a Milicia in hand. There is 4 soul shards in the deck. Could easily just drop that and bait out, and even I know that's obviously soul mirror bait.
Yeah,
it's just soul mirrored if that happens, and wow, a cool kid. Making a nice play here.
Yeah, at the same time, now that you see both Embalming Rituals coming out, it does trade into the Sociologist nicely, but you kind of have a hiccup turn in your hand, because without playing that Soul Shard Lapidary last turn, it's kind of tough to play 5 mana without doing something else and being behind on board like this. I mean, you've got to, without having a Blade Dance in hand, you've got to invest quite a bit to kill this Velweaver. And if a Velweaver starts to go, it doesn't stop. It's going to be interesting to see what GermanShep wants to do here. I think he has to just start racing, but he's got a lot of damage in hand too, especially with Kane coming out. He can get through any randomly generated dragon taunts, which there are a few on hand. Just gonna go for the Sociologist turn here and gonna clear off his board. Gonna leave him up possibly with the 3/1 unless he wants to trade into it. Might just ignore the 3/5 though. Man, just ignore the 3/5.
Well, that's not.
Yeah, I mean,
Soul
Mirror just clears.
Yep.
Thinking about maybe a Pyro turn, but without Apotheosis in hand, it's not looking very likely.
Must consider.
Yeah. Elect for the Soul Mirror, pretty standard. Clear the board, push 3 more, and another big threat gone from GermanShep.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a good plan.
Yeah.
From GermanShep, honestly. I mean, you see the Twin Slice come in hand. The only other play I would have thought last turn would have been Soul Shard plus Consume on the 2/3, but here we're going to probably just see Chaos Strike in the Lapidary. I would
Chaos
think.
Strike draw first into the Lapidary. He's going to be able to push 11 here.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yes. He's at 10 health. Pop. There is a Renew. There's Healing. There's Wave of Apathy.
So right off the bat, yeah, I see Renew. See what you can get. Wave and steal that 5/5.
Yeah.
Shadow
Could take
Pain.
it.
Interfire's interesting. I guess if you do go the Cabal, I guess your 3/5 could
Becomes a
turn into a
5/5.
5/5, which that's more stats.
Yeah, there's no need. I mean, you could take Pain if you want to deal with. If you think that, Kane could come out, but
Kane could come out, but I think you're going to see Kane on a turn that he's not going to stick the board, right? I mean,
no,
Kane
they're gonna deal. He's gonna deal lethal or something.
Yeah, he's going to allow you to pass a guard or that. Another Marrow Slicer picked up for GermanShep, so he is not without damage. But he could push this turn. He could push 8 damage, 9 damage this turn again. To go Twin Slice, Second Slice, Marrow Slicer, 6, 8, 9 damage, putting to 4. Ooh.
That's a hard race there because that Soul Lapidary becomes a 5/5 next turn. So there is retort damage right back, and the Inner Fire going down shifts that 2 more damage. It's looking like that would be 3 off lethal. I know that Priest can't usually generate the 3 damage. So I mean, it's a pretty safe bet from GermanShep if he wants to take it.
It's definitely a gamble. He might be thinking of trying to clear something here, maybe a Soul Shard turn, but he might be trying to go for this Kane here. But if you're gonna Kane here, you're just pushing the damage to hope to go through. I kind of like holding the Kane. He's gonna get that Consume Magic.
Okay.
He's gonna draw. Okay, another Skull of Gul'dan picked up in hand. Trade into this 5/5.
Yeah, I like putting Skull on the left.
Ooh, uses one of the Twin Slices to clear off the 1/2 actually.
Yeah, I think he did that just to get the Skull on the left.
It's difficult though because Skull, he still has 4 Soul Fragments in the deck, which could hit for some bad discounts, especially when you're sitting on the 6 damage for lethal now. I mean, he does technically have lethal if Kane is not dealt with, but if that Apotheosis
there's
picked up,
Apo. It's bad now.
that's on the unfortunate turn of events. Yeah. Ooh, another Embalming Ritual. Trade off into the Kane. You did just see Consume Magic come out, so yeah. Apotheosis with the Inner Fire.
Wow.
Deal 8, heal for 8.
Man. Okay, well, absolutely needs.
Yeah, I think you got a Skull here, and I don't know if there's much of a way out. Blade.
There's something.
Or Blade.
I'm sorry.
Misses the. Yeah, no Blade Dance. Your opponent's got 15 on board, healing for 8. You're at 10. I don't think you can. If your Hero Blade Dance is out of the deck, you could heal yourself to 14. Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah.
You could Mana Feeder and get yourself to 16, and technically you're out of range if you hit one of your Soul Fragments, but that's a big if.
I don't see a way out of this.
Yeah, just gonna Mana Feeder, see what he can get. If he hits and if he equips the weapon, he does not. So that is lethal represented on board, unless he trades into one of these smaller minions. But I think,
for now.
Yeah, that was a really good pickup.
Yeah, that Apotheosis, I mean, that's kind of what cool kids looking for, especially on with the priestess is there, and that's kind of what you're waiting for. Just wait to get your healing cards and the guy who
you
wants to
see?
hit you in the face.
I think Cool Kid disconnected or something.
Cool
or
Kid.
I have a spectator bug.
I might also have that, but Cool Kid did push through that priest, so that's pretty nice there. I can almost, I would assume that we're gonna see the Demon Hunter come back out for GermanShep.
Yeah.
Especially with what's left for Cool Kid, and I would imagine Cool Kid's gonna bring the Rogue back here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be very surprised to see if he didn't.
Oh, there we go.
Doing battle. I have to come back in here. Spectator's being a little finicky tonight.
All right. I'm gonna wait to see. Oh no, yeah. If they're doing battle, then we got a bug.
Yeah.
It says they're both are hanging out in the menu now.
Yeah,
Not
it says that
100% sure.
Says that for me as well. We'll wait a second here, see what's going on. I do think Cool Kid. Yeah, like I said, I think Shep's gonna bring back that Demon Hunter, and I think Cool Kid might come out with the Rogue. Just, I don't think the Mage has as good of a chance up against the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Still might be having a little bit more technical issues here. Sorry for the wait, everybody. Seems Hearthstone, all the great innovations they're doing, Spectator does seem to be a bit of an issue, unfortunately.
Yeah, really needs to get fixed.
It's all right. We'll just wait for tournament mode, right? All right.
Yeah, like that's never gonna happen.
It's all right. Let's get back in here with Cool Kid and GermanShep. Perfect.
Mayanadon versus Illidan.
You cannot hunt a demon hunter.
I have
Yeah,
found
so
my prey.
as expected, GermanShep comes back with that Demon Hunter, and Cool Kid's coming out with that Rogue.
Cool.
That's kind of what you're hoping for. I mean, GermanShep does, I think, have the better chance with banning that Demon Hunter, and he knows he's got a good chance against Cool Kid's remaining 2 decks. Because this is Conquest format, you win with a deck, it's done. So having these Demon Hunters should get a win here, hopefully. Do have a 1-1 series, so stay strapped in, because this is far from over.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of expect this to go the full distance. All right.
Cat off the top is
Cat off
pretty
the top
nice.
is nice. Mm-hmm. We can only hope for not a generous mummy.
We hope and pray for no mummies ever.
No.
It might be thinking of the prep on the Wand Thief. No, just gonna pass. Actually,
No,
it's gonna go Pharaoh into Wand Thief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to push 1 damage. So, ooh, Shadow Step.
But Rogue is a good, but Wand Thief is a good. Hard to get out.
Absolutely, yeah. Generate a random mage spell is also super nice. Ooh.
Oh.
I want box. Let's go,
box.
Cool Kid. Don't be
Come on,
like
Cool
this.
Kid.
Be the
Don't
cool
be
kid.
like me. Don't be like me.
Pyro.
Be cool.
Pyro
Box.
that.
Pyro. No. We're box.
Pyro.
But a box could be
Oh,
Pyro Saku.
No fun, kid.
Takes the
Takes
proper choice.
Takes the
right
proper choice. Yep.
It might be the right choice, but it's definitely the wrong choice.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not good.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. He does
I
have
think it's
2 other ways to generate soul fragments into his deck, so it's
Oh,
not the end of the world.
I wasn't specking GermanShep, so I didn't see his hand.
Oh no, we've got.
So
double.
I see the 2
Yeah.
soul shears now. Yeah. Okay.
It's a bit annoying, but it's not the worst case situation.
Okay, we're gonna see Panthara this turn.
Yeah, seems to be. It's gonna trade off into the Wand Thief. And Panthera for more draw.
Mm-hmm. Those Pantharas are really cool looking creatures.
Yeah. Must come from the the same place that those what's the 3/5 there? Gain him empty mana crystal. Stealth
Mana
one.
Saber?
Yeah, it must come from the same tribe as that one. Mana generated.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily. So no generous mummy this time on the handle. Maybe, you never know.
Get
We do
one,
have the
maybe
candle
we'll go.
taker. Goodness, probably see an evil miscreant coming down here, start generating some of them lackeys just to get out of hand.
Sure. I like it.
Ooh, mummy. No, that's
we
the
got it,
micro
mummy.
mummy.
It's the better mummy.
Yes, that is 100% the better mummy. Let's range freeze, clear off this 2/3. Put some stats on the board. Very nice turn. Cool kid. GermanShep does finally pick up that blade dance that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, a game in 2 turns too late.
Yes, yes.
But at least now he has this game. Let's see. Looking at probably either a another Panthera turn, or Soul Shear on something.
Yeah, you're not really under too much pressure, so you could easily clear off this 2/2. Looks like that's what he elects to go with here is another Panthera turn. Just draw more. Better to draw now than when you don't have as many soul fragments in than to draw later and hit them when you need them in the deck with your lapidaries and your... Actually, is he... Let me see right now. I didn't even check if he was running my favorite card. Yes, the Shatter Start, so... Both running the Shard Shatter Mystic. So...
That's...
No problems there.
I'd be surprised if any deck stopped running that card.
I've seen a few not running it just simply based off of not the need. I guess ladder, it's definitely a lot better, obviously, when you're running into a lot of hunters and things like that. But you're not seeing as much face hunter coming from the THL lately and into ladder tournaments as it is. So I've seen at least one not run it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hunter's one of those weird classes.
Yeah, people have been kind of trying to work around the Highlander aggro hunter right now. That's been seeing a lot of resurgence as well. So it's definitely an interesting class, but right now we've got a demon hunter. Thinking about what he wants to do. He still has a lot of choices. GermanShep has still got this double soul shears. He's got chaos strikes. I mean, unfortunately, thing he doesn't have is a weapon to set up, right? It's kind of the one thing he's missing with his hand. Just to get that, either that Marrow Slicer or even that Aldachi, because he does have one copy of the Horde Pillager. So, Aldachi early swinging a little bit doesn't really disconcern you because, well, you could just get it back later.
Yeah, agreed. And this is he's just deciding whether he wants to go face or trade at this point.
Yeah, I think he wants to respect the trade. He did see the one Shadow Step come out already, but just doesn't want anything crazy to go off. Questing in hand is actually quite deadly. Yeah, he's got, you could juice this up to a 6/6. So, you could questing first, ethereal, see what you get, and possibly prep that out. Maybe just preps an Abyss, but another prep.
Another prep.
Wow, yeah, that
prep is indeed for rogues.
I think he goes for another, yeah. Ooh, Plague of Madness is interesting because it could override the heal and it can also pollute that pillager. Does go for the ambush just to get a minion on the board, which is also fine, but the question here, I think you need this the 2/2, yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to get that off the board.
You want to prep the ambush?
No, I wouldn't anyways, personally.
The question is that you want to get as much because he wants to pump this questing just to get it out of range. The biggest punish this has to it is a consume magic.
Oh yeah, consume magic,
which we do not see one. So I mean, having 4 minions on the board here for Cool Kid as well makes the blade dance just as awkward. He'd have to hit into one first, which isn't terrible. But does he? I don't even. He doesn't even have the mana to.
He can clear?
Demons?
I think.
No, because he would only have. He
Yeah, I
needs
think
2 mana 5. He could only deal 4, right?
4. Yeah,
so
you
this
could deal
questing
4 and then attack
sticks.
4 if the because questing will stick, right?
He could soul shear and then
Hmm.
double twin slice hero power, and he could take 8 damage and clear that
be
way.
Weird.
That's
right,
really, I think, your best option here.
Probably.
You know he's got 2 reborn minions in his hand. So I guess the question is, are you scared that they're massive reborn minions? Yeah, he looks like he's electing to soul shear this, double twin slice hero power, clear off his 8/8.
Yeah, that's a good call. I didn't see that play right away, but that is a good play. I mean, you're not too worried about your health.
No, I mean, yeah, and you've got to heal with the Audaci Warblades in the deck. You do have, you're shuffling 4 soul fragments in there. Shadow Step's pretty decent pickup. You wish you had it on a better lackey, but this isn't the worst spell. Lackey is decent to generate a little more value. Yeah, Cool Kid is looking probably for a secret passage here off of one of these. Secret passage would be pretty nice. See what we get here from this Ethereal Lackey. Prep, Brain Freeze, and Sap. You're probably taking Brain Freeze here.
Yeah, probably taking Brain Freeze.
Only...
There's options for all.
Yeah, I mean, with Sap, you don't really want to sap anything from Demon Hunter, as it can just, you know, you're sapping an Adept or a Lapidary or a Cane or anything in the hand of Shep right now. What do we have for damage on Shep? He's got still no Audaci Warblades for healing. His Blade Dance turns are looking a little bit better, but still 3 reborn minions on the board for Cool Kid is...
I grow impatient.
It's really good, honestly. Because his Blade Dance becomes super awkward. If GermanShep wants to smack into any of them, he has to face tank first and then Blade Dance to hopefully kill them. So... Chaos Strike to draw first.
I grow impatient.
Yeah. If you're gonna play Chaos Strike, you're playing it first.
Yeah. Draw first. Hearthstone, number 1. I guess number 1 is hit your opponent in the face.
Yeah.
Time grows short.
Wow, no weapons. This is really looking bad. There's 10 on board, can draw an Eviscerate and just win the game. But obviously, Brain Freeze really trigger. You have to freeze your own minion, but after you'd attack.
Blade Dance it does clean off 2 of those reborns, but like as I was saying, they're still around. Plagiarize. Oh my goodness. I mean, depending on what GermanShep plays, that could be very good or very bad.
Yeah, he needs to play wisely here.
If he gets a Lapidary, you know, you're not really that concerned, but you know, if he throws in a Twin Slice there, or a Cane, or even a Glaive Bound, oh man. It's yeah.
I mean, Soul Shatter just deals with it.
Yeah, Soul Shatter. Yeah,
it's not enough. Well, it can be because you can play Cane and clear the minion after.
Yeah. Oh, plagiarize. No.
Oh, ambush too.
Ambushes. I think he's
I mean, it's just lethal.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh no, the soul fragment was used, right? I was like, he drew it. He's not dead. But unfortunately.
All right, so Cool Kid is now 1 away. Has to get Mage
That's it. The rogue one, I'm not surprised getting through. It can just kind of. I mean, unfortunately for GermanShep, I don't think the rogue really obviously it beat him, but with no weapons being drawn there in a Demon Soul Hunter it's pretty awful. So
yeah, this one should get the Demon Hunter 3, but I've seen worse unfavored get 1. So
yeah, and if GermanShep's Demon Hunter doesn't hit those weapons again, like we just saw, I mean, if Mage gets the time to do what it needs to do, it could speak trouble, especially, if you could randomly generate freezes like Frostbolts and things like that, you could be in for a world of hurt here if you're GermanShep. So, favored in this matchup, but as we all know, favored in Hearthstone is just as well as you can draw your cards. Oh, just waiting for game 3 to get started around here. Doctorfeesh has abandoned us forever. Goodbye, Feesh. We'll be back in a minute. Just wave and smile, boys. Wave and smile. I think we're still preparing. Maybe Cool Kid is trying to, GermanShep is trying to think if he wants to pull his own mage out here, have a mage v mage mirror. I can't imagine why he would. Demon Hunter does have the better matchup there, so hopefully it's just not another spectator issue. Maybe I should close off and get back in here. Let's see how that goes.
I'm gonna restart myself just because they should.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick restart here as well. Just gonna quit and reload because seems to be a. Thanks, Blizzard, you small indie company, you. JK, thank you for making this game. It's very fun.
We still haven't gotten in. Okay.
We're gonna pull a reset. Both Saku and I are having a bit of issues, so
okay.
we are pulling a little bit of a reset. Hopefully that will clear up some of these spectator issues we've been having.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do the same. Just completely reload my battle.net.
Sorry for the delay here, folks.
Seems that Cool Kid and Shep are also having.
They're also having some issues.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little unfortunate. Hopefully we can get these cleared up pretty soon and get going with this, but that's not too bad.
No.
Wait along here. An interesting matchup so far. I still think the Demon Hunter coming back out. It's unfortunate he didn't hit any of his weapons in that matchup.
Yeah.
I think even if he had one weapon, I think that turns it because you can Blade Storm so much easier. Or Blade Dance. There's so many. I get Blade Dance, Blade Storm, Blade Flurry, all of those.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Game's in session now, boys.
They all kind of do the same thing. Yeah, we're in the mulligans here.
All right, jumping back into the spectator here.
Yeah. So I think from Cool Kid, we're looking at an Arcane Intellect, Violent Spellwing, Jandis, and a Ray of Frost. Yeah, only Violet Spellwing kept, and then Decayed tossed, and Chaos Strike's a pretty good card.
Yeah, Chaos Strike's interesting. I didn't keep it, but it's an interesting thing to think about to keep in the legend or not. But
yeah, I keep it in most matchups.
It says explode.
Yeah, I'm actually on the other side. I don't really like to keep it too often. I like to dig and hopefully get those wand makers and things like that.
Yeah,
but there's definitely a good argument for keeping it. I mean, it can clear up, a sorceress pretty easily. It can also just help you out if you need to weave in some damage and just draw a card. I mean, 2 damage draw a card, like right here, Chaos Strike with your Jailer clears up this 1/3 pretty easily and denies Cool Kid a possible.
I think I'd rather see Sheer maybe.
Yeah, Sheer is just the cleaner play.
Time grows short.
But it's just, if you don't have the Sheer, definitely a clean play there.
But I'm also not too familiar with how things are being mulliganed at this junction, because like I know that things have changed. So this is back still a couple weeks ago. That's how I was mulliganing. I think it might be different now with
think it's
how
still-
mirrors have turned
I
out.
think it's too wrong. I mean, it's different for each matchup you're in, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
It says explode.
He did mulligan. He did draw it back, so you know, it's neither here nor there. We did see Cool Kid picking up that freshly nerfed evocation.
Yeah, that's a beautiful sight to see.
That's a nice one there. Still a pretty deadly card, but just, you know,
Yeah.
really only seeing one of them a turn or one of them a game usually, unless some craziness happens.
Getting it out of that tiny 1-mana spell pool really
Yeah.
helps out some of Nature's matchups a little bit, but also just makes it not as crazy random. You can't generate 3 evocations a game.
Or we could literally see him go in on a Sorcerer's Apprentice next turn if he chose to, right? Even 2 mana with a mage off an evocation can be outrageous with the Sorcerer Apprentice in hand. So, looks like he's does Chaos Strike, looking to clear up the 1/3, and interesting to see if he clears the 1/1. Choose to ignore it. That's usually what I see most of them. You don't want to kill your minion for them, so.
Yeah. That's both lab partners down. That's kind of hurts when you see Cram Session right after both of your
Yeah,
right after both
unfortunately.
minions died. I mean, there's always primordial studies. But this Mana Giant's still at 8, and that's kind of fun to see.
Yeah, I mean, Cool Kid he's just biding his time at this rate to hopefully, you know, to get to the point where he can play out this Sorcerer Apprentice and the evocation. He's also getting these arcane missiles in hand as well, so you know that's 2 less mana that you have to play an arcane or a Mana Giant for. So a devolving missile, another cheap spell for this Sorcerer's Apprentice. Really all you're missing in this right now is just a Cyclone. If we see a Cyclone coming in here, I mean, Cool Kid is in business, but unfortunately nothing there. Could go in, still saving the coin with 2 mana, could go to a 3. You're not really removing attack from the board with this devolving missiles because they just become wisps, and so
Yeah.
pass.
The only weird outcome from devolving would have been if it hit the Panthara and turned it into one of the dormant minions.
Yes, you could see something like that, but
otherwise, I think that obviously you're gonna hold devolve for something later.
yes, yeah. So we do see that shiny lapidary like we always like to see.
Yep.
Such a beautiful
Push the damage. This is where GermanShep. This is what we like to see, right? This is what the team wants to be doing. Cool Kid might be feeling the heat. Array of Frost. My goodness.
That's a really good draw.
This is gonna have to be the turn, I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pop off and play as much as he can, and then evocation.
Yeah, I mean, he can even. Yeah. Oh, there you go. My demon becomes a wisp.
Hit's not good.
Ooh, does clear off the 2/1, gets another chance at these arcane missiles. Ooh, he's out. An Array of Frost to 5/4.
Gonna set it to 2. Now,
and here we go.
Wow, Giant's actually playable.
Let the fiesta begin. Hey, 1 mana evocation. Love to see it. Oh my goodness.
My goodness. This Giant's gonna almost be 0 this turn.
It will be 0 this turn.
It's gonna be 0. Wow.
Clears the board, puts up a mirror image, and is able to play a Giant. One portal. Wow.
The only tough part is now there's no hand.
There's no hand, but
doesn't matter.
I mean, again, you're looking at it like, man, that's a crazy turn. Cool Kid keeping his cool and really using that Sorcerer's Apprentice when it mattered. What a turn.
Yeah, what an evocation. Holy cow. That's how
grow
Mage went.
impatient.
That's how Mage turns this upside
I think the
down.
only thing that could have been better there is that evocation gave him actually no, because he wouldn't have been able to play it then. I was gonna say if it gave him a Conjurer's Calling, but
Yeah,
I
he
don't
would've-
think he would have had the
No.
no, because he had to use some 1-mana spells in there. Yeah.
Demons?
Yeah.
He does get the Elemental Allies side quest as well, so that's card draw if he can top deck, unfortunately both Velet Spywings are gone, so he will need the Cyclones and the Mana Giants to get that going. Shinvala does count as well, so you got a couple, got to hit them in a row, which is kind of the weird, unfortunate part, but extremely doable. That's definitely for sure.
Oh, that's an okay hit.
Hide behind yourself. I will still fight.
Yeah, that's
You
good play by
can't
Shep.
leave a 3-2. Yeah.
No, oh my gosh. No
Hey,
way.
remember when I was talking about that Conjurer's Calling? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
GermanShep. I am so sorry. I even spoke that name.
I thought it. I didn't say it.
I'm so sorry I said those words. I think he might be thinking to respect the Kane here and just, how does he come back? But
Yeah.
also 8 damage to face. Just huge.
Oh my gosh, you
Hell,
got all of
here
here, the Wind Lord.
Prepared.
Wow, like swatting insects.
Does
Oh, it
shit.
hit all of here.
It's a
Oh
10 damage. Poor GermanShep. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Nerfed class, by the way.
Nerfed. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I am speechless.
I don't think anybody clipped that, did they?
Oh, we can get that later.
Wow.
That is
Holy.
insane. That was
Those
insane.
2 turns by Cool Kid. Just
Wow. It's only turn 6.
there's so much that had to go right in all of those turns for him. His evocation had to give him enough to play that Mana Giant down.
Yeah.
And then he gets the 2/2 that gives Alakir a 5/7 and allows to push 10 to face. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. We do see it in GermanShep's hand. He does have the Blade Dance. He does see the Warblades, but there is just
Time grows
No,
short.
this is decent enough. This should clear some of the board.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
just-
it doesn't prevent lethal, but
no. I mean, yes, he does clear the board here.
there's most of
Yeah, he can Blade Dance, and
it.
then
He's just gonna have to
Alakir
attack.
is alive, and we're all sad.
Yeah.
He will be alive here. He'll heal back up to 1.
But he will heal, but he still ends up getting lethal. Yeah. I
Wow,
forgot he gets healed. Wow, 2. Well,
that's
I think that was just one unfavored win.
that's what I
The rest
mean.
of them
I
are
mean,
pretty close.
as much as I was saying how favored Demon Hunter is, sometimes Mage is just crazy, and Demon Hunter just doesn't get his weapons. Again, that match we see GermanShep not picking up any of his weapons before it was too late.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow.
That's tough.
That's an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
Condolences for, the talking about Conjurer and a top deck Conjurer. That's
Yeah.
on me,
Sorry.
GermanShep. You can blame me 100% for that. I will take all of that. Whew, man, that's a tough one.
That was
Yeah.
that was bad. So I'm trying to get Cool Kids
See
in
if we
here.
can get Cool Kid in here. So that does give Hype Horizon a victory. Not a victory, sorry. It gives them a win for this week. The first one, so that's off to a pretty good start for Cool Kid. 3-1 win at that too. So doesn't get him too many points.
What's going on, Cool Kid? Yeah,
Uncle Kid.
Good, boys.
you definitely had some kind of horseshoe that was going on the first.
Wow.
This,
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what happens.
That was maddening, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
congrats
you
on
know
the
what
win.
we're gonna ask. Yeah, congrats on the win, man. That was pretty crazy. But I mean, right off the bat, that mage, like, so much had to go right, and so much did go right for you there. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't
man,
really, yeah, I don't know how to
it,
pilot that deck very well, so I don't know.
I mean,
Just
you looked
viral.
like an absolute pro on it, man. You look like you knew exactly what you were doing. I mean, the unfortunate part with the Demon Hunter is he just didn't get his weapons. You don't get his weapons, he's not going to start swinging. But yeah, man, like that evocation turn into a top deck of a Conjurer, into
Oh yeah, that was
giving.
skillful.
Oh, that's all skill, man. That's all skill, baby.
Oh,
That's perfect.
So you did have some skill too with Blizzard disconnecting you and reconnecting you, eh?
Yeah, it gave me time to like cool off after the mummy game.
Yeah,
for sure.
really take it back from that first
Your
loss.
Christmas
for sure.
mummy, we're calling it. That's what we're calling it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So
I don't know
the
about
mind thought behind the generous mummy, I that card is the bane of my entire existence. But I'm curious to see, were you just saying here's a 5/4, deal with it at that point in time, or what was your thought process on that turn?
So originally I could, before the questing came down, I was gonna like double Kobold's face and then set up two-tone with a passage into Abyss.
Yeah.
But then when the questing came down, I was kind of scared of counter lethal, so I had to Kobold the questing. So then I thought I had to have pressure of my own, but I probably could have just got away with not playing it. So it's
Right.
probably a throw. But my read was he didn't have passage in hand. I think he top decked it. I'm not sure.
Actually,
but even then, like,
yeah, he had it since Mulligan's, actually.
really?
You had actually just played Cult Neophyte so many times that it was an awkward turn every single time to play it. Like, he had a 2-mana Secret Passage in hand quite often, and
Yeah.
other turns he was just, turn 4 he was playing a stunner to get out to get out the Cobalt, the lackeys. So it was just he had such a gunked up hand for so long. Like, even your dirty tricks stayed up for pretty much the entire match because all he had in his hands was minions pretty much all game. So, yeah, that was a fast and furious finish, definitely. But I think he got him back in the main matchup, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you took the RNG back to him. I'm curious about your warrior ban. You did bring priest, which kind of usually does better against it, but so I'm just walk me through that, I guess. The ban on the warrior, just because it's warrior, I guess, and it can squeak out wins, or what's going on with that there?
A priest without weapon removal or Galakron, I think just straight loses the warrior, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I didn't mind that ban at all.
And then the warrior is just like under 55-45 against some other decks as well. So.
Right, yeah, just a good deck in general.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Those were some awesome decks. You get the first win in the big 2 matchup, Horizen versus For the Boys. That's got to make you happy and get you pumped up. I mean, right now I think that puts you guys in first, right? Because you get the points, so that puts you above them for now until the rest of your team plays out. But
until my team throws like usual.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. Anyone in particular you want to shout out? No, I won't be like that. No, and this is your first time playing in the THL, from what I understand, right? Or you've played?
Yeah, the first year. Yeah.
Their first season. Yep.
Ooh, how are you enjoying it so far?
It's good. It's good to play a high level game once every week. Because I don't really play all too much ladder. But it's also good just playing a tournament format. Other than Masters Tours, even though I don't qualify for them. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Any questions for you, Doctor, for our guest there?
No, I don't really have anything. I just want to say, well played on your part. Also, well played to Shep. There was just some really rough draws, for him in those Demon Hunter games. But yeah, any shout outs that you want to give before we go ahead and move on to our next match?
Shout out to GermanShep. Thought he played really well. Obviously drew kind of poorly. Shout out to THL, you guys, and Horizen.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for jumping on stream there. Cool kid.
No worries. See you guys later.
Take care now.
See
All right. Well,
So trying to get bans going on between Mayanadon and the Big Ted, but I think they're kind of new to the THL. So they may need to have a refresher video to figure out how the bans work.
if we could all go to the YouTube video and ping Ted and Mayanadon in the chat and ask them to go look at it, that would be fantastic. So we are coming in. We're at a pro. No more open deck list here, ladies and gentlemen.
Legacy.
It is all closed up. So coming up, we've got Mayanadon and the Big Ted. These ones are more seed. I guess seeds matter more. There are PR in these ones, which are your personal records. These are the 2 seeds. Mayanadon versus the Big Ted. Both, showing some pretty good records. Mayanadon coming in 5-2, and the Big Ted coming in 4-3. So literally a win apart. Can't complain with that whatsoever. Looks like the exact same deck list from what we can see. Demon Hunter, Hunter, Paladin, Warrior. Both the same.
Double Pally ban.
Double Pally ban. That's what we hope for.
Okay.
Okay.
Mayanadon showing us how it's done.
All
he
right.
bans Ted's Paladin.
Yeah. There. Yeah. So, Mayanadon letting us know right now what the bans are. Just cutting right to the source.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saying, you know what? I don't need these emails. Here you go.
We still need Ted's.
Ted could show us, but I don't think he will.
No.
Looks like he's offline. But yeah. Oh, there it is.
Nope, he did.
There we go.
All right, we do.
Double
Double
Pally.
pally. Double. Boiling trouble bubble.
I looked at those classes. I said, "Yup, Paladin's going."
Paladin.
All 3 of them are super unfavored.
Yeah, Paladin is very annoying.
Much like Saronite.
Yeah.
But we still love him.
Mayanadon letting us know some things with his deck names. That's just the nicest thing. Thanks, Mayanadon. So
didn't even get to see what he says. You are not that big.
I think that must be for Tuna. It's got to be for Tuna. Unfortunately, Tuna is not here tonight, but we'll make sure to pass that on to him. Don't you worry. We'll pass that on for you.
All right. So I'm going to let the players rock and roll.
All right.
Rock and roll McDonald's. Who's on the bottom for us here, Saku?
For our viewers, we have the Big Ted, who's on the right-hand side of your screen, which will be our first to spectate. And we have the Oh No You Mayanadon Don't on the top.
Ooh, all right.
DadLegend.
Here we go into Legacy. Still the same format, Conquest. So you win with the deck is gone, and you move on with it. You will not play with it again. You keep going until all 3 of your decks are through. We do have a double Paladin ban, so we're possibly going to see some mirror matches here with the Demon Hunter, and Warrior brats from pretty much all of them. Actually, now that I'm looking at DadLegend's team, there's one mage. One mage broke the streak.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's why Warrior ban was 100% expected in that case. But
yeah. That's
Ouch.
You see the mage, you ban the Warrior.
That's a different match, though. We're waiting for Ted and Mayanadon.
That is a very different match that had already happened, actually.
So what are you thinking they're gonna start with, sir?
Demon Hunter.
Yeah, you could see the Demon Hunters. It's I think Demon Hunter does better against the Hunter if we're going with the Face Hunter. If that is even the Highlander version, I think it just does better. You could see a Warrior if somebody tried to snipe like a Demon Hunter Warrior, but I honestly think we'll see a Demon Hunter mirror here. I can't imagine why we wouldn't.
That's what I was thinking. The only other thing is if one of them decides Big Warrior beats Demon Hunter, let's play Big Warrior. But otherwise, it's probably double Demon Hunter here to start.
think we're
Right.
still having a little bit of
No
spectator
clue what's going
bugs.
on.
Love
They
Blizzard's.
started.
Love this
Client.
indie company.
So hopefully this doesn't go through the whole stream where we're waiting for.
Yeah, no, hopefully not. We don't want to get too behind. We want to get some people in here for interviews, and no priests here, so that's always a good sign that we might see some quicker matchups. I think, yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. That's why I love Legacy. I mean, Pro's great because you can see so many good players on a team together and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think Legacy, Hero's okay. I'm not a huge fan of Last Hero Standing. I think it can be awkward when you target a deck. I think I like Conquest a little better, and I think I like this format of closed deck list because, you can bring a nice, like, spicy deck list and, not feel bad like you're going to get queued or you're going to get banned out, right? You could sneak through a big, like a big warrior if you wanted to, which has seen a little bit of play here. You could see something like that, so... we just have a little bit of a connection issue here, so both players are just going to restart. I think I might do the same if Blizzard's having a little bit of a difficult time. Friday after the release of Duel, so maybe they're getting a little bogged down, but you never know. We'll see what's going on. We had some spectator issues tonight, some connection issues, so we can only hope that they go away and they get a little bit better as we go on. Jumping back in here, but as they're saying, Duel's the new team mode there. You guys play it all so far?
I tried it myself and I got smashed my first match, but after that I was messing around with the Rogue.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the combo, the 2/2 weapon. That's pretty cool. Just even seeing like the ideas they have for hero powers, the fact that they gave everybody voice lines and they didn't just like cop out on it.
Yep.
Like they really actually showed like so they actually showed that it's not just a mode that they're doing. So no, it's all right. Just waiting here, just a little bit of behind the scenes with Legacy. You got a screenshot, send it to your opponent with the restarts. We're just waiting to see, but I think we're about to jump in. We got some eyeballs, which is what you'll love to see. I think I need a new mouse because it's dying. There we go. Fantastic.
Oh, I mean, you could just have my mouse problems. You just double click every time you actually click once.
Oh, I don't like that at all. No, I'll take my... Although sometimes my mouse will die. Like, not die, but it'll just stop moving.
Oh.
Ooh.
Spice.
We see the double warrior. Now, from this hand from Big Ted, you got
Ted Dunn did it.
You got the big warrior.
Well, Big Warrior beats every other warrior and beats every other demon hunter.
You see double big warrior. It's double big warrior.
Double big warrior. I was gonna say.
It's double big warrior.
Gosh,
that's a commencement in hand. I like this. Let's go.
This might
Mayanadon saying he's not that big, but he was the biggest of the warriors.
No. I'm having so much bugs I can't click Mayanadon.
So this is going to be... It's going to come down to who can commencement first and who can keep their stuff
I
in
just
hand.
have a spectator bug.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm just... You're going to see a lot of hero power passes here for the next step, for foreseeable future.
Yes.
Molten Breath inclusion for the Big Ted can probably say he's running the the Necros dragon, the 8/8 Death Rattle summon a 7-drop.
Plague
Dragon, Plague Proto Drake. Yeah, that's the one. Necros. I don't know where I'm going with that.
This is one of my favorite decks.
Absolutely. I actually play a Keymaster in my version.
Come on. Yeah, Keymaster's a fun card.
I love Keymaster. Yeah, it's really dope.
I'm gonna restart again, I guess.
So Mayanadon leading out with the athletics study there. Gonna pick up a gyrocopter and just hero power. That's really what we're gonna see here. Not too much. There is the Plague Proto Drake, so that Molten Breath is online. You see the Kargath come down here just as a tempo play for the Big Ted. So Mayanadon's got some choices here. He's gonna go Alex for the Could go for an athletic study to try and find something to do with his Kargath.
Maybe.
Athletic study, coin. He could coin the gyro. Restless Mummy's pretty good. Batterhead goes down to a 6 cost, so I think the Restless Mummy's an awkward one. It's not too bad. You have the sword and board in hand, so you could leave yourself with a 3-1 on the board, if you choose to. Could also coin the gyro and leave yourself with a 4-1. Or you could just Coheres, honestly, which might be the cleaner play, but I think you want to leave the Coheres for a bigger minion that's going to come down. Oh, just hero power pass. Not showing too much out of hand there for Mayanadon. The big Ted is going to equip the Ceremonial Maul, and, you know, he's getting close to that commencement turn, so it's pretty huge for him. Rattlegore drawn for Mayanadon is not what you like to see all the time, but if you can get that down quickly enough, it can definitely win you games, so that's not too bad. Thinking just...
Yeah, I think Restless Mummy's fine here.
It's interesting he goes for it this turn and didn't go for it last turn. It leaves him with the same amount on board. And just, I guess he adds the extra hero power.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He could have gone for the exact same play last turn, but still leaves him with the 3-1.
Alright.
He's gonna swing. And he's gonna pass.
Yeah, gonna make sure he saves that for the commencement this turn.
Oh, yeah.
Mayanadon does get to beat Ted to the commencement by coining it out right here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what you see here coming out of Mayanadon. That's
really,
kind of the whole point.
Yeah, Mayanadon might have a really nice time here. Oh, worst hit in the deck.
Kargath is a bummer. Second commencement from the big Ted.
That is such a good catch-up.
Oh.
Yeah, 2/7/7 taunts. That's a lot. Definitely good to bump that.
Yeah. So we do have the Coheres in play. So there could be so interesting.
Yeah,
Just
second
gonna play out the
fine.
second commencement.
Yeah, he has to hope to hit Vargoth on this. Oh no, Vargoth in hand. Cannot hit Vargoth.
Vargoth in hand, which is a bummer.
What is left in deck?
I think he might try to pull that Prime, honestly.
I mean, the Prime is very likely a pull. Ooh! Okay, yeah. That's for those who have the card, it's an inclusion.
So second Ceremonial picked up in hand. We could Molten Breath trade, and that does leave, and you could swing. It's actually extremely awkward.
Oh, you just play second commence.
Ooh, boy.
Shield slam it. You can shield slam it, yeah. Okay, so Ted's gonna leave it up, but just gonna remove the Divine Shield.
Yeah, he wants to be able to Molten Breath next turn with it, I believe.
I think so too.
We're gonna see Mayanadon's just gonna throw out this Troublemaker.
You're in my school now.
Straight into the 7. Hopefully rip off his Divine Shield.
Does not take the Divine Shield away.
Goes face. Not really what you want to see in this matchup here.
Yeah.
Molten Breath is going to clean up pretty nicely here.
Double.
I think you Ceremonial. You want the 4/4.
Yeah. You want the 4/4 taunt, yeah.
Hero power to get through. This is the awkward side of it. Trade off. Yeah, I take the 6 damage.
I think it's, I mean, at this point, we can see that Mayanadon's hand is a lot beefier than Ted's hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ted is starting to run out of of things to do. Mayanadon does have the Dimensional Ripper for next turn. His Gyrocopter coming down can clear up quite a bit. Especially with the 10 pellet. Yeah, they might just see Gyrocopter with the Coheres.
Gyrocopter is going to clear the 4/4 and the 7/4.
Yeah, and then you Coheres the 7/7 and clear off another 7/7.
Yep. So just going to be left with 177 when this is all said and done. That's a big draw.
Prime.
That's
I think you want to see the Proto Drake come down here. You need more
Yeah,
things on the board. At Kargath, you're not going to see it, so you absolutely need to clear something off, like Rattlegore or a Dimensional Ripper turn, which we're probably going to see from Mayanadon here coming up next. A Kargath of his own. That's actually.
Just don't know what's in deck. I don't know what minions he has. I've seen so many.
You're going to see another Troublemaker here.
So his
he
deck-
has the Kargath.
Deathwings, yeah. I think he was almost a guaranteed Deathwing.
It could have been another Troublemaker. Oh no, he has it in hand. Sorry, upside down. Yeah, it was probably a guaranteed unless he had, that spicy inclusion of a Keymaster or sometimes. But we did see a Colossus of the Moon, so could.
Yeah, Colossus is often.
Colossus, the Scrapyard Colossus as well.
So, yeah, I think that when someone runs Colossus, they're usually only running one Scrapyard Colossus, and they're using that as a
Bulwark is
that's a key
super
card.
Good for Mayanadon. I mean, he's about to save himself from taking 25 damage next turn.
Yep, and can clear off the 10 attacker with the second Coerce on top of it.
Yeah, I think you trade into the 7/7 and you coherce down the prime, and you could also. Man, you don't want to push 24. I don't know if you want to play that because you can coherce your own minion.
Wants to push damage.
So I don't think he trades here because he wants a better chance. But then you're leaving yourself open. You actually have a worse chance to coherce your own minion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a 12 attacker and not
I think I value the armor because you don't loot. You get to build up the armor because it doesn't get stripped off as the Bulwark is taking shots.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
I agree on the armor.
You've seen both commencements come out. I guess your only thing is a top deck, a Dimensional Ripper. That would be like the nuts at this point in time.
I agree. A Molten Breath coming down, just making so that it can't be a clean trade.
Yeah, he just wants more armor. Blade Storm pick up there. We do see a Scrapyard Colossus in the hand, so possibly only running one of those for Ted. I think from Mayanadon, you want to prime here. Maybe not. You're not worried.
Not too worried with the prime.
Especially with the Bulwark.
Yeah, you're sitting with a lot of
Troublemaker. Just gonna start trying to peel this armor back.
Oh, those hits. And it wasn't not a good second drop at all.
You don't like to see that. Dimensional Ripper into the Rattlegore. Whatever just happened doesn't matter anymore. And actually, Brand, as bad as it can be, it's just going to tear away at and it's going to allow a lot to come through.
Yeah, Prime's going to come down and might actually trade into the 2/4. Which,
just to
so
keep
much
it
armor.
alive.
Yeah. Just because it can't attack anything. Yeah. Wow, this could actually be game. Mayanadon has 2 attacks to win here.
Roll in hand is extremely nice. We'll see what these land. Oh,
Blade Storm. That's not great.
Blade Storm's
Ted's gonna
awkward.
have to brawl here.
Yeah, you might.
Ted has to brawl and a Rattlegore has to win.
It's interesting is if you trade first, I think you have to just go face. You don't want anything of Ted's to survive.
No, you're right.
Or sorry, you don't want anything of Mayanadon's to survive, but
I think if you clear the bigger minions, Probably.
Yeah, you trade, but even the Troublemaker is a tough one to leave up because he's gonna play the studies first, see what he gets. A Restless Mummy is not terrible. Restless Mummy can help clear the board. It actually gives him an opportunity to win the brawl.
No tomb can hold me.
See some, yeah, just gonna. Well, 50-50. Here we go. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, extremely well.
Okay, Ted. I see you.
Super well played by Ted.
See Ted. Okay, that's a really good play.
Wow, I didn't even see that. The Rattlegore coming out to be an 8-8 to be tied with. That's super good from Ted.
Rattlegore.
Yeah, Rattlegore was on.
Rattlegore, the person I played my first.
Now, unfortunately for the big Ted, even with that big Bladestorm play, Rattlegore's just going to keep coming back stronger and bigger. So unless he gets his own, his own Rattlegore, I was going to say his own Bulwark.
Doesn't really do anything. The Bulwark has
because you can get this to an 8-8, then you can get it to a 7-7.
Ted recognized.
And then you could Death Rig it to a 6-6, and then you can hero power to get yourself to 7, but a 6-6.
Oh, so you're saying just chip away that guy down a lot? Yeah.
Yeah, but and then your Death Wing has to hit his. Yeah, this
God.
is where
This is where it gets fishy. Yeah. All right, Mayanadon takes the win.
All right, well, Mayanadon gets the win on that big warrior mirror. What an absolute fest. I love that.
That's a slobber knocker is what they call
What
it
a
in wrestling.
Look at
JR
that. JR, baby. What a slobber knocker.
So now,
Yeah.
speaking of slobber knockers, that's what happened to our client. So
Yeah, our client just got slobber knockered, so we're going to have to go ahead and restart. It says the Big Ted is on mobile for me, and he is not mobile, Mike, so we're going to go ahead and restart that.
Oh, man. My big mobile mic.
wah, wah, wah.
So, with seeing Mayanadon getting that big warrior through, what are you thinking he's going to bring out next?
Big hunter.
Big hunter. Maybe he brought all big all the time.
Big.
That is
with
just...
big Rattlegore looking Demon Hunter 2 for the first time ever in Hearthstone.
I don't know how a Demon Hunter would get Rattlegore, but
possible.
I would.
It's called cut and paste.
I want to. I want to. I got to think about this.
I love it.
I got to think about how we can get this. I don't think there's a way that Demon Hunter can get Rattlegore.
Duel. No, you can't.
No, that's a Paladin card.
No, but Rogue can.
No, I
But
know.
there's
I
no
know.
Rogue.
I know you can get Rattlegore.
How?
You make the other player play it, and then
it.
you do the merry-go-round thing. Mr.
Oh,
Cyrus.
Yeah, all right,
Silas.
yeah, sure. All right, you got me.
Yeah,
New
Silas
card.
Darkmoon,
New
that makes
card.
sense.
Silas Darkmoon.
That card is legal. That card is indeed legal. This
Yep.
It is, yes.
This
So
week.
Silas Darkmoon is legal from the new expansion, the Darkmoon Fair. For anyone who doesn't know, Silas is a 7-mana 4/4 that you get to decide what way you rotate the board. So if you've played this week's Tavern Brawl, where the board rotates every week or every turn, that's what Silas's battle cry does. But you get to decide whether to rotate it this way or rotate it that way. So you can decide if you want to go this way or that way. And then you get this, and then he gets that, or you get that, and then so on and so forth.
And that's what I.
yes.
So we just call him Billy Ray Silas.
Billy Ray Silas. Wow.
Is that a stretch?
My heart is so sore.
My achy heart is sore.
All right. With that, I thought I was here for the bad puns. My goodness.
I'm here.
All right. Well,
They're in battle again.
that achy breaky broke my heart. We're gonna see Mayanadon bringing out his hunter.
And I wasn't so sure that we could get near the cringe level of the reveal.
I love that.
might have-
Oh, I love that. It was so over
It
the
was
top
so
and
great.
perfect. I
Oh
loved
yeah.
it. All right,
Is it
getting
doing
back to
it
what's in
again?
front
I
of
might
us
not able to see
here.
Mayanadon's cards again.
Oh no. We got Mayanadon. Looks
There
like he's
you
going
are.
for that
Back from your
Highlander
adventures?
Hunter aggro style with the Blazing Battle Mage and the Guardian Og Merchant in hand. The Big Ted looks like he's playing a more standard Soul Demon Hunter. He's got the Acidic Swamboos in hand as well, so a couple tech cards there for him, but other than that, looks pretty standard.
That's an upgrade.
Mayanadon actually pointing out his Og Merchant is pretty interesting because it actually protects it from Soul Shield. It allows it to survive. Demon Companion is a pretty nice pickup for the Big Ted off of that Wand Maker. Oh, hand the 2/2. Man.
Oh, this is Highlander. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Highlander version. So that's where you see the Battle Mage. Oh man, this Blade Dance is.
Oh, I was gonna say the Snake Trap gave that away.
Battle Mage usually gives it away too with the Og Merchant.
Okay. Yeah, you're
right. Yeah, you don't see those too much in the standard Face Hunter as you can, but similar to when you used to see it in old Highlander Hunter with all those crazy cards. It was just a good 1-drop, right? It's a 1-mana 2/2, and you can't go wrong with that. Mayanadon does have the Voracious Reader in hand, so it looks like he's just trying to get as much out of hand as possible to just start drawing through his deck and get into that Lord Keep Polkek turn to turn up the
Pull that brand.
for that brand, that Dinomaster. And yeah, Big Ted actually is stabilized his board here, which is extremely nice. That's really what he wants to do here. Snake Track coming down, and then Voracious Reader. You have to assume right after it.
I like the Shadow Weaver tech. Obviously, it's for Demon Hunter and for the and for Warrior too, but mainly for Demon Hunter.
Weapon Rogue could be an option as well, but yeah, anything that wants to swing at your face. Oh, you do see Mayanadon get that Lord Keeper Polecat, so that is huge. Big Ted on the other side though. Is able to get that Marrow Slicer, gets the weapons as we always like to see, and actually has the Glaive Bound in hand as well, so can push quite a bit of damage in the next coming turns.
Sure. So Felmaw is going to come out, and then Shadow Weaver face makes for more damage. Face for him.
And it's
turns off the Adept.
So Polecat on 6 is super nice because you get to Polecat, and then 7 you get to Brand, and then on 4 you get to go into your
Chain
Blade Dance.
Still find you.
You can guarantee Blade Dance here, That was a really nice top deck for
it was crazy nice.
Ted.
So
there's also a really nice one for Mayanadon.
So Zephyrs is probably going to be burn damage this game. You do see the Polecat down.
Is what I provide.
So Mayanadon reordering his deck. He is on the plan, and that's going to be Brand next turn into Dragon's Bane, into possibly an Animal Companion, into a weapon, into a kill command. The three is kind of where it gets a little bit messy.
Yeah. So this is a really good turn for Ted. He's going to be able to play out the Leads on Adept, but that pickup of the Lapidary is so huge because that's going to be able to swing any damage thrown at him right back because he's going to heal for 7 next turn, very likely.
That Felmaw does trade into the 6/4.
Or he's going to trade the Brand.
Crush goes face.
Crush goes face, but I'm saying Ted's going to have to trade into the Crush.
I think he might have to. I mean, he can just hit for 7 to face, and then that leaves him at 10 and then 12. And Zephyrs would give lethal, right? Because that would be at 5, and 6 would be, so Zephs would be lethal. See if he respects this. Ooh, no, he's going face.
Oh, well, that's bad. 17, 10 on board.
12.
Zeph gives Fireball.
Yeah, that is.
Now, just waiting on Mayanadon to realize that.
Fireball, yeah, because that's 4, yeah, 6. Yeah, that's 4 mana. That's actually exact. Exact for mana. He's
in my grasp.
Oh, he's gonna maybe go with the Dragon Bane, not recognizing. I mean, it's not the.
Are we counting wrong?
No, it's
No,
10.
he's got 12 plus 6 would be
10, 6, and 0 power.
Yeah, so that's 18.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
hoping this
he
goes
also recognizes that this guy going face is also weak. Finds it anyways.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Lost the 1 and 1 and 3. Holy
Kind of
cow.
spicier way of lethal.
That
We
was
always like to
spicy
see the spicy lethal.
That was a spicy lead.
Yeah, Mayanadon taking a commanding 2-0 lead here.
Definitely, I think that matchup is becoming more and more Highlander Hunter favored over time.
Yeah, I think when you can draw, I mean, the Voracious Reader is definitely a huge card there.
Yeah, for sure.
Simply because it allows you to draw through, and then getting Polecat, like that deck did exactly what it needed to do, and it's draw your decks, throw as much as you can to the face, get your Brand, get your Dragon's Bane. Like that's what that deck does, and that's why you want to play the Highlander version of it, is because you get those guaranteed things now.
So here we go. We've got Ted bringing out the Big Warrior for the exact reason you bring the Big Warrior, which is to beat the Demon Hunter and to beat every other kind of warrior besides itself, because that's a mirror.
Oh, baby.
So this should be a fun one. More big boys coming down.
So Mayanadon does have the Marrow Slicer in hand, so he can start swinging pretty early on. Ted does have the commencement with coin, so we could see a pretty early turn 6 commencement. Sword and Board, Shield. I mean, Ted's got everything he wants. He even has the Molten Breath with this Plagued Proto Drake in his hand. So, I mean, he's got all the stall he could ask for, really.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All the armor and stall he needs. It's just really, really nice here for Ted. He's got both shield blocks, which is just draw. Like, shield blocks... You don't even need to save them for stuff like Shield Slam. You just want to draw. This deck is going to create, obviously, turn 7 on, turn 6 on in this case is just going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, Ted's not too concerned about the way this board is going. I mean, getting hit for 3 a turn is not second commencement too. I mean, Ted's got the hand. He just needs to get there. Shield block this turn, shield block next turn, maybe even into a Molten to clear off one of these 1/3s, but
yeah,
keeping that Molten for us, like, he's got the world as his oyster. And I hope you like Shellfish.
I mean, you could just see some sort of boards, but I do like kind of putting out the... I mean, the Molten Breath, you might think I could save it for something like a Lapidary, or
Depth Lapidary.
But you have double Sword and Board if you need it against the Adept.
Which, you know, we very well might see this turn. But Swing First kind of looks like that way from Mayanadon.
Yeah, a lot of armor gain this turn.
Yeah. Oh, that seems a lot better.
That does seem better. No, you know, I kind of still like it's just 9 armor versus
9, 5. and you get to remove the minion, and you get to draw a card. All right, you've convinced me, Doctor.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded the Molten Breath play either. I just thought 9 armor good.
9 armor is good. No, it's definitely the better one there. Gain 9, draw a card, kill the 6/4.
Yeah. So the Warblade's coming out. So Mayanadon is gonna that's actually a really big pull for Mayanadon. It forces Ted to not be able to play coin commencement into commencement, which will instead delay it.
Thank you.
I think here you're just gonna see the Molten. You might see a Molten Breath, or obviously Hero power pass like we
Just-
saw.
Yeah, Ted. I don't think Ted wants to do anything here. His game plan is sit back and laugh. Although there is a Skulligal down pickup from Mayanadon, but he does have 5 soul fragments in the deck, so we're hoping to dodge those. We do, and you get the discount on the sociologist.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty nutty. 5 soul shards in the deck, so really one off of what you could. Probably gonna see a commencement coming out here pretty soon.
Yeah, commencement next turn. Yeah, I mean you can now save the coin and Ripper on 9. Golden, always golden first.
I would say the best one he could have hit. That's
100%.
Yeah, that's the best one you could hit on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel bad not dimensional rippering it because commencement does take that minion out of your deck. It's not a copy of it like the dimensional ripper does, but you know, you don't get 2 Rattlegores. You just get the 1. You'll see an 8/8 here.
So we're gonna be able, so I think you're still gonna see Sociologist. I would have liked to see a couple of trades first before it came out.
It trades cleanly though, right? 3/8 trade. Yeah, it trade cleanly, and then it allows you to trade for this 8/8 as well.
It allows him to trade, but it also allows him to push 4 space.
Oh man, good thing he's sociologist.
Yeah, look at all of these off the top. Holy cow, that's 3
that
fragments.
Was 3 in a row, yeah.
Yeah, and
fortunately, all of this damage is just being healed. Oh wow, he's not even traded.
I think Mayanadon realized what he has to do. I think he might have switched up halfway through that turn on what he really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Second commencement, Colossus.
Takes that out. Yeah. I mean,
Mayanadon does have the Blade Dance in hand, so.
Yeah, what else is there?
But I mean, 7/7.
Marrow Slicer.
Can you get there with like a Marrow Slicer, Twin Slicer, Power Blade Dance, I guess?
You definitely can get there. The question is, how do you pop this Divine Shield and kill the 7/7? Because you want to be able to Blade Dance on the Death Rattle. You trade, but then you can't kill the 7/7, right? You'd have to hit it with your face, which is pretty awful. Because I think you want to kill that 7/7, and then you want to Blade Dance on the.
Could play a Mystic. Well, you can't play a Mystic now, but you can play a Mystic later in the turn potentially. If you don't want to, if you're not going to use a Blade Dance.
Maybe.
I think he's going to trade his face and Blade Dance.
Yeah, I will.
You're fast.
He might just. That's 14 damage represented. Yeah, so he does trade, and he's going to keep pushing his minions to the face. I mean, he knows what he has to do, which is pretty good. We see the coin dimensional ripper. It's kind of dangerous for Ted, because if he doesn't hit a taunt here, he's got to respect. Yeah, he's got to keep trading. I think we have lethal.
Do
we have lethal? We've got 6.
Yeah. I think it's there, right? The big guy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's a hot 3-0. That is actually a 3-0.
Excellent maneuvering.
Wow. Yeah. That's probably the unfortunate part. Yeah. Mayanadon getting a huge 3-0 over the Big Ted there.
I think. Yeah. I wonder if.
I wonder if
ripping that was the best play there.
So it's very tough because Dimensional Ripper, like I said, it's not the commencement, which will give you the taunt. So Dimensional Ripper, you've already seen your Colossus come out of the deck. Really, the only other thing you have that would be good is a second Colossus if you have it, and that's it. Man, yeah, I don't know, but
I don't know.
Let's see if we can get Mayanadon in here for a quick, because, man, did that ever catch us up?
Well,
Holy.
we might get both guys in here.
That was some fast and furious Hearthstone.
Mayanadon and
Hey,
Ted.
we got them both. Mayanadon, Ted, how you doing, gentlemen?
We played some Hearthstone, I guess.
Yeah.
That was Hearthstone, and
We certainly did. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that was a double big warrior mirror, which by God, I love you both so much.
Yeah,
I had
we're
to.
getting
I
into
had
something,
to.
you guys.
Do you
I
guys
was
must
so
have, like,
close.
that
I
was
was
beautiful.
Yeah. I was so close to. I don't know if you saw my deck names that I had for my
Oh,
deck
we
names.
saw them.
Yeah.
I was so close to having big on the warrior there and just switching the order, but I like did it. I was like, maybe that's just gonna give it away too much, or it could mind game. I wasn't sure, but I was like, you know what? I should probably not put the big on the warrior. Yeah. So for those, I don't know if you guys talked about it on stream, but I
We
named my decks. Okay. Well, there you go. So there's the background.
Yeah, we thought it was a shot at tuna personally, but hey, that was
Oh no, it's
the Big Ted. Yeah, no,
Big Ted.
yeah.
Well, I knew it was at Ted. I just went along with the Judah thing. I thought that was funny.
But that big, that mirror was very close. Like, you guys were crazy back and forth that whole time. I gotta say, my favorite, I didn't even see it, was Ted when you blaze stormed on the Rattlegore turn.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it whatsoever until you started doing it, and I was like, oh my God, like this is way better. I thought you had to clear into a brawl or something, but yeah, you saw that all the way. That was wicked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I needed exactly 3 attack on a rusher.
Yeah.
Off the studies, and it got there.
Yeah, I know, it was perfect, especially being able to get the reborn too. But no, it was crazy. Mayanadon with the how do you like the Highlander aggro hunter versus just the face hunter?
Well, I think the reason you bring the Highlander list over the face list is because you have Bran, you have Zephyrus into those sort of awkward matchups like the Demon Hunter. I feel like it's much better into Demon Hunter, which is my main reason for bringing it, and it's not that bad into the other hunter, the face hunter. And I think the percentage points there are just worth it, and I don't think it really affects too much that warrior matchup. So
yeah. Now, were you going for a spicier lethal with the Dragon's Bane, or did you not see Zephyr's Fireball?
Zephyr's Fireball would have worked, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know.
Did I have enough mana for that? I thought it was at 7. Okay.
You had
I thought
8.
For some reason. Oh, right. Yeah, I played Bran the turn before, so yeah, that would have been the smarter move. But I got rewarded for the spice.
You got there. You got exactly where you needed to go with that.
Yeah, I tunnel vision there, but you know what? Rewarded.
Rewarded, never punished.
I was like, oh, this is perfect lethal if I hit the 5, and I had contingencies if it didn't. But yeah, it was a close one.
So
for sure.
I was just gonna ask. So was it tough trying to get matched up tonight?
Yes.
With the
client? I don't know what that was. The first queue was like error, try again in a couple minutes or something like that, and then we relogged and it worked. But the second time we relogged, when I logged in, it said that Ted was battling a friend and for a couple seconds until it went back to main menu, and that was a whole nother thing.
Yep.
Because he was battling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it figured out. We got some games played.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on stream, guys. Too, it was awesome to watch.
Yeah. Those are some.
That was awesome.
Those are some big implications for your team too. Mayanadon, that gives you another 3-0 win and gives you some pretty good points to keep fighting for that final playoff spot there. So you got to like that, and showing up like that. That's pretty wicked.
Yeah, that was definitely very big for us. I don't know if you guys have the updated numbers, but Yellow Dart also was able to get a nice win, 3-1.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's
we're looking in a decent spot. We just need to do better than the Zilfs that are ahead of us there now.
Yeah, a couple more weeks still to go. Obviously, a lot of Hearthstone left to play, so anything can change. But yeah,
You're
coming
ahead of
in.
them. You're ahead of them right now.
This is the last week of the season, isn't it?
Is this the last week for you guys?
Yeah,
so are you guys now?
Are
y'all kind of locked in with that now?
I don't know that we're locked in.
You're gonna have what? 15. You're gonna have 16 points after that.
And right now in third. You're in third right now. So
Zilfs are sitting with 8.
Yeah, well, actually, they'll technically have 19 points because they get the one bonus as well.
Yeah, that's true.
As soon as you put yours in, you'll be up one more, and then the Zilfs still have 2 more matches. Donde and Booz. Yeah, so I mean, I think Pod People. How are they
I don't know
looking?
if it's guaranteed.
They're not looking good either.
But
They've got 3
certainly-
matches left. Pod People have 3 matches left, so they could. Yeah, it's tight. It's a tight race for that last spot. Yeah. Definitely
Last
what you
2
like to
spots,
see
yeah.
coming out for the last week. Coming out when it matters.
Oh yeah. It's definitely we're going into playoffs. It's playoff DadLegend here.
Gonna make that run.
Any final words, fellas, before we jump into the other It's Me Mike V versus THLeumer?
Yeah, just it's always a pleasure, Ted. You know, I definitely got a little lucky there a couple times. But you know, well played.
Yeah, same to you.
All right. Well, good luck with the rest tonight, folks, and I'll
Thanks,
see you guys
homie.
later.
See you guys.
Great match.
Congratulations
See you guys.
again.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
bye, Ted. Oh, bye.
Gone.
Ted's gone. All right. Well, with that Fast and Furious legacy
track,
match,
baby.
we are very much on track. Hopefully, we don't get too many issues with the spectator going forward. But next, we've got It's Me, Mike V, playing against THLeumer. We got a little 4th seed matchup here. Coming out for Mike V. Excuse me. You've got your Demon Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Warrior. Coming out for Lemur, you've got your Mage, Priest, Shaman, and Warlock. Now, Doctorfeesh, I know you were talking about this before we got on stream, bud. What do you like here? Let's hear it, bud.
I like the spice from Lemur. They're not obviously Warlock isn't a great class. Shaman has some decks that have gotten some wins in THL, so Shaman isn't like the most uncommon bring. The Warlock, I'm not so sure about. I don't have too much info on the decks. I mean, I just knew what Lemur was bringing to the match beforehand for classes, anyways. So yeah, this could be a good one.
I got bands, guys. So if you guys are
awesome.
ready to diagnose,
well, I mean, probably. Depends on if he wants to play Priest or not.
I'm thinking Warrior is banned. Lemur bans Warrior, and Mike probably bans. You know what? Mike bans Warlock. That's what I'm saying.
I think the ban is Priest and Warrior. Yeah.
Drumroll, baby. What's up?
Drumroll. So THLeumer, his Priest is banned.
Yeah.
And Mike V's Paladin's banned.
Way off. Not even close.
Weird. Paladin banned with Mage. Oh, interesting.
Yep. So
okay.
We'll get these guys rocking and rolling. And for our viewers out there, we have THLeumer who's going to be the first to spectate for our casting crew. He'll be on the bottom. And then we'll have It's Me, Mike V at the top.
Awesome.
It's me, Mike V. Hopefully hopefully we don't have too many issues with the last match here, but we'll get right into it as soon as we can. So both mages. Yeah, the Paladin band's very interesting. I'm excited. We do get to see, hopefully, the Shaman and Warlock come out here. So, honestly, what do you think Lemur leads out with then? His Priest is gone. Do you think he just comes out with a hard Mage? And you know what I mean? But like into the Demon Hunter and into a Warrior, it's super difficult, right?
So, I mean, this whole matchup's going to be weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't really know what Lemur comes out with here. He might honestly come out with like the Shaman or the Warlock, because I just don't think the Mage has the best matchups against if that is a Bomb Warrior, or if Demon Hunter obviously is just a good all around deck as well. So it's a difficult one, but let's jump right in and see what we got.
Versus DH.
Alrighty, so we do have the Shaman coming out of Lemur versus the Demon Hunter on It's Me, Mike V.
All right.
So that's a pretty decent starting hand for LeaMer.
Yeah,
Mike V has just as good of a hand. Wandmaker pickup too. It just allows you to play the Diligent on 3 into a Primordial.
Shaman. Let's go. Yeah. I can see the theme of what LeaMer's pulling tonight.
But what is he? What death rattles is he playing? The totem one? Like,
I don't know yet.
What death rattles does Shaman even have? My brain hurts from trying to think of this.
I don't know if there's any Shaman specific death rattles.
Are you looking like Primordial? I guess are you trying to pull?
You don't pick the one.
Like Thalnos
or Astrologist. Like Thalnos has to be one of the bigger pulls because it's a common. Because it's Discover. Yeah, but
Shaman.
Yeah, but
Vosh, Lady Vosh.
Lady Vosh. Yeah, Lady Vosh. And the Prime. The Lady Vosh, so you would shuffle a different Prime into your deck. But
so they're trying to also pull something.
4-2, nice. So does the Primordial, I know Discover was only from your class, but with cross-class cards,
it's only the class of your
you still can only... Okay, alright.
Yeah. Otherwise it'd be really broken.
So this Shard Shatter is, gonna come in huge in that turn for ItsMeMikeV. We are going to see LeaMer go in on this Diligent Note Taker turn. Primordial, no death rattles. Probably the Steward. Yeah, just trying to recycle so you get it. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a nice little interaction, honestly. You're going to see Marrow Slicer come down with Mike. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff in hand. He's got the skull on the good side.
Doesn't have to trade.
I think he's valuing his minions more. Oh my goodness, another Diligent Note Taker. To another
all the shenanigans. I think I would have played the one that was generated. To be honest.
Another Steward.
Yeah, this is just a lot of oh my gosh.
Do it.
Squall
Hunter. He found the
Yeah.
triple. Yeah, Squall Hunter.
Oh, I know.
1 mana, 5/7.
We can make a golden. We can make a golden Steward of Scrolls.
We almost made a golden Steward of Scrolls.
Almost did.
But a 1 mana 5/7 is also a very good thing. I will accept a 1 mana 5/7.
Still so curious about what deck this comes with.
Mike V can deal with this on, he can just Soul Shear, hit his face into it. He's not protecting that minion like he was trying to before. Oh, looks like he's gonna Soul Shear. Huh. And he's just gonna trade with his face? Yeah, alright. Does the same thing, just doesn't leave you with the minion on board.
Okay. A little.
It's fine. I think it's alright. Yeah. Gets the Warblades down, you're not really worried about the damage. Ooh. Fresh Shock is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Ogre Magi is playable this turn, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I think he just slams. You just play Skull here. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
discounts on probably everything.
Ooh.
Oh, found the one. Found like one of the shards.
Warlock.
Okay. 2 things discounted.
Gonna clear off this ogre.
Yeah.
Did a big turn. Wow.
Look, another studies.
How many have we played those? 5 this turn? 5 this game?
Charming composition.
Yeah.
My goodness. Eye of the Storm's a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, for sure.
Primordial. Alright. Gotta. Yeah, I think Cobalt.
Mana Reservoir? Stats. But also kind of efficiency. I don't know. I don't think there was either that mattered.
I guess the 06 lived.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There was no good pick. There really wasn't a great pick.
So that freeze, unfortunately, kind of puts a damper on what Mike wanted to do, and that was probably double lapidary this turn.
I think every single card besides Kane,
I grow impatient.
and like besides the ones on like the left side with the coin and everything else is all needed a weapon to play. Could just slam Kane.
Yeah, I mean Kane dies on board.
I don't like it,
you
though,
could
yeah.
cycle I guess you can't. Yeah, you could coin Kane consume, but I think he just was cycle. Yeah, I guess you could have cycled it instead, but
yeah, it doesn't.
I think Kane, he knows, with the generation that Shaman has with taunts, even if it's just simple stuff. But what does Vectus pull, guys? I
think there's a Thalnos in deck for sure.
It could be. So Thalnos is
like a recorder or something like that. Just draw.
It's got to be the Prime and Thalnos, right? It's got to be the same as the Mage, whereas it does the. Oh my God! He's never.
Wait, Rustworn Initiate.
Oh, who now?
2 mana, 2/2 Death Rattle. Summon a 1/1 that has spell damage.
Oh yeah, I guess. Could.
I mean, I'm taking all the cards that Vectus Mage plays and just kind of projecting it into there. As someone who's dabbled with that deck.
So we do have the Frozen Shadow Weaver pickup by Lemur. Doesn't look like Bifey's going to be able to swing face any much longer.
Runic Carvings are Witch's Brew are both good picks.
Yeah, I think Runic Carving is just things to play.
Yeah. But still freezing face, so this is I mean, we're still pretty far off lethal, but we're gonna see double Blade Dance here. Or at least Soul Sheared Blade Dance for sure.
Yeah, this is a guaranteed clear.
Yeah. Definitely.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Rune Dagger. So, I'm trying to think of this as like almost an. Can't be an
spell damage shaman.
This is spell damage shaman. Yeah, I'm into that. All right, I see you, spell damage shaman.
I like spell damage shaman. I think it's an interesting. It's
so
probably not
Mike V can finally start swinging face like he always hoped and dreamed he could.
Yeah.
He can hit for a lot.
Yes.
He can hit for 13 this
That's
turn.
a Penflinger in hand on top of it.
Yeah, but Penflinger's kind of weird because you got a coin and then that's it, right? You get So like, do you really cycle 1 damage?
No.
I guess it gets the. He's thinking it does. Oh, he might be playing the Cane. I think he might. No, because 10. No, you don't have enough.
You can just heal the foes. You can just heal the foes before the lapidary.
I guess he's seeing. I think he's gonna swing with the other Adalchi. I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's still the Albatrosses.
Yeah.
Cane is.
Yeah, he's gonna Cane to get Skull on the far side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Agreed.
Okay, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if. I mean, maybe he's still Cane. Yeah. Okay.
I will still find you.
Okay.
Question is, do you respect Bloodlust?
Yeah, you have to respect Bloodlust here. Well, you wouldn't have to after hitting face.
Lore Keeper.
Oh, that's a spicy card. But I mean, we know Eye of the Storm is coming here.
Yeah.
Big board.
That is some chunky taunts.
And there's no more, and there is still a Blade Dance, but there's just no real way to get the Blade Dance. There wouldn't really be much of a good Blade Dance that could be played. So, Bloodlust, if Bloodlust isn't deck and gets picked up here, that is obviously just going to be lethal. So
yeah, I mean he's already sitting on 19, 20 with the Rune Dagger. So 5 damage kills him. So if he has really any burn damage, in the deck, then you can find it. Lore Keeper.
It's a double
thing. I guess Lava's 5 or 3. That's kind of the issue with Shaman and Lore Keeper is that Shaman cards are low costing, but they have the overload mechanic. So I guess what is he looking for up that high? I guess we'll have to find out, won't we?
Yeah, we will. I like playing the one pen flinger, playing the very likely playing the
If you want a twin slice and you want to be able to consume magic. You can't, right? Yeah, it costs 1. Dang.
So you just want to clear one of those off, and then you are gonna have to take some damage, but then you're gonna be able to.
I don't know if I like to consume magic on the taunt there. You don't really need to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, another shadow.
Well, that's just
was
more.
this the anti?
In the shadows.
Was this the anti-demon hunter shaman? Is that what this is?
Well, I think that's what it is now.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna get to see Lemur's top end, essentially.
This is all I wanted to see.
I mean, I expect bloodlust soon, if not next drawn.
So Penflinger, you can only Penflinger once. I guess you could Penflinger Lapidary. Clear the 5/2. No.
So we draw Chaos. That makes two Penfinger. That makes some Penfinger playabilities.
Yeah, you can Penflinger, bounce it, and then Penflinger the same one. Second strike to pick it up. You could Penflinger a lot of things here, actually. And keep that Lapidary in hand. Yeah, Fling. Yeah, you float 1. Nope. Might still Penflinger here. Ooh, Sociologist is decent.
I just don't know how you get out of. I don't know how you get out of lethal range here.
No, not without dealing. Yeah. Oh, if we don't even get to see what Lemur's
picking up the win. A deck I don't even know anything about.
It looked like he built that to go after Demon Hunter, and I think he got his pick. You know, with frost shocks and double Shadow Weaver, and like he knew what he was doing when he was going. And I mean, it would hurt a warrior as well, right? If a warrior can't swing bombs.
Yeah.
I mean, that was. I think he hit the matchup he exactly wanted there with that bring. I would be curious to see what his top end was with the Polkek, because, you know, it's one thing to have some top end, but to want to draw your top end with Polkek means it's usually an impressionable one. So I'm curious to see if he can
Vectis Warlock. This is Zoo.
So,
this is a Vectis Zoo deck.
So
I actually like this deck.
So this is an all. So did Lemur bring an all Vectis lineup?
Probably not an all Vectis lineup.
Well, he's got a mage.
Well, yeah, I think it's gonna be an all Vectis. I don't think the priest would have been.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. Yeah, it's confirmed. It's an all Vectis lineup.
Oh, did he say it's an all Vectis lineup?
He messaged me just to say, just don't let the casters know unless they guess. So.
Oh, I was right on it. Boom.
Okay, that's a good call. That's a good call.
You can't get it past me, Lemur. I am quicker than your average bear.
Oh man, look at that really nice Zoo start, man. Remember when that was like the nuts?
Yeah, but not too shabby on Mike V's part. Getting the lab partner into a cram session, and
yeah, definitely.
I mean, you hit it here because you know that 3/2 is gonna have to come back. So yeah. I'm into that. Ooh, and you know what? Arcane Breath for Mike V in hand too with that Cobalt. Like that's what you want. Ooh, gonna destroy the 3/1 actually.
That's a spicy meatball.
That is a spicy meatball. That's a
face before you did that.
Yeah, he did actually miss the 3 damage. Oh. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite him. Arcane Breath on the 2/2 here. Ice Barrier in every manner of it.
Why did... Oh, it's Cobalt Spellkin. I don't know how I missed the Spellkin.
Cobalt Spellkin. Yep.
I didn't see that.
1 into Flame Strike?
Icicle Conj.
Man, but Flame Strike? That's a...
You have to guess if this game's gonna go to turn 7.
I mean, he's got a lot of generation in his hand, and he has the
You're
ice barrier as well. Yeah.
Okay, he takes the flame strike. Okay.
He's on 4 mana. Stewart.
Scrolls.
Oh, just gonna go for.
Okay, early play. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the
That's
for the
fine.
second cran hand. Yeah.
There's the hand. This is yep.
It's still good.
Oh baby.
Soul fires. More bone web eggs.
Ooh.
How many cards does he have?
I feel like he's saving the eggs like as a surprise.
I mean, it's not that surprising. It's
I mean,
kind
we
of
see it, but
awkward
like
though
the-
because he's got 5
Yeah.
cards. He draws. No, he won't go down. The Vectus is kind of awkward in this because if it gets the expired merchant's death rattle, doesn't it just hit nothing? Isn't it
Yes,
just a
it hits
flat? Ooh, that's kind of
Yeah.
awkward.
It is.
I guess you hope for it to hit the bone web or the ebon lock, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Yeah.
2 0 mana lab partners in the hand for ItsMeMikeV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, one will get turned off, but that's really nice to have with Cram Sesh.
So-
Well, I think the Cram Sesh was used, but
Yeah, he did just use it
yeah.
last turn. So this is interesting because a lot of Lemur's cards generate more cards with the evil geniuses, the raised deads, etc. And if this 2/1 gets popped, he could actually get overdrawn if he doesn't play these out properly. Yeah, he's actually going to overdraw himself and not get those hands back.
Lemur.
I think that might have been intentional. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's an
I don't know.
interesting. I'm not 100% sure if that was an intentional one there on the merchant or not. I feel like you want the hand, but as well as Lemur has so much to do right now in his hand that.
Oh, bad. Not good hit.
Ooh, that's a sad one.
Yeah, let's
Sad-
hope you have
Sad
to
boy.
him.
Sad boy hours up in here.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that might have just been a slight miscalc, but maybe he also decided that there's so many hands, the hand of Dons would actually just clutter his hand up.
that's what
So
I
it's
mean. I
better-
think he wanted to be the reason that it got popped as to not
Yeah.
overdraw himself.
For sure, you're right.
So
I
that
would
might
say
have
you're
been
very
something
much-
that was intentional.
So we're gonna see probably a full trade into the.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mike's gonna Nope, he's actually fine. He's not gonna overdraw a card.
Time, right?
So here, yeah, he's fine. I thought just a lot of mess in there.
Oh yeah.
So this is the thing with Lemur again. He's got so many cards that just
Yeah.
every one of his cards generates another card pretty much.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, it says
Lab partner, or just gonna go a little crazy here.
Magic trick.
Ooh,
Cram
my
session.
goodness, Cram Session. That's
Yeah. Mike just needs to start getting through his deck.
I don't
He can
know.
get-
Cram Session's tough though because you've got to use.
You don't pick the ones.
He's also got a lot of generating items. In his,
Yeah, I'm interested to see when this ice barrier comes down.
Okay, gonna empty out some cards. Probably all. I mean, it doesn't matter if he plays the lab partner or not.
No,
here.
I think he just wants to get as many cards out of hand, but also get that giant down. There's the Nightshade Matron.
Matron isn't probably the
There is
worst.
so much
Matron
untapped
just
power in
pushes
this world.
damage.
Just
Blue
fade. Just,
Order. Yeah.
yeah.
This is Mike's opportunity to get some cards out of his hand.
Yeah. This deck definitely feels like Vectus is an odd card. Obviously, that's
Yeah,
a theme of
there's a lot to miss on. Ooh, Proto
Yeah, and
Drake is
play-
a nice deck.
Proto Drake is a great pull. Yeah. Now you definitely don't play Matron.
Oh, and
Seriously,
another
Matron.
breath. And another breath for the Proto Drake for the heal.
That's super good.
Oh man, Mike V has a lot of things in his hand.
Yeah. Just drew a spell wing. Probably gonna play that. I mean,
yeah, I'm surprised we haven't
I
seen.
think a mana giant just comes down this turn, right?
I think you just flame strike this board and call it a day.
Yeah.
But no, gonna another mana reservoir.
Explode!
Oh man, if he could get any damage, that is a
I think-
4-card cram session. I don't think. Oh my goodness,
I mean, Cram is a fine pick because eventually, once your guys die, they're not going to draw as much. But
I think he got too much. I think he got too much.
I mean, those other options weren't very good. I mean, I guess if you could take like Allies or Vapo, I guess Allies would have been maybe the better pick because at least you can activate it.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I guess cram session still, but it seems like you're drawing too much. 16 cards left in the deck, and you haven't really done a ton this game yet. You've really just stayed alive.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like we see all this stuff being played, but I still feel like game's just kind of spinning its wheels. It's so weird. Right?
Yeah, this game does feel a little strange. I guess
Shadow Bolt.
he's trying to see what's a demon, and the lowest cost demon, I believe, is the matron. So that is.
Oh yeah, you get double matron.
Really
but-
nice. No.
Yeah.
Come to Shadow Bolt. Just remove some of this spell damage.
I think all this trading is what makes it feel kind of in a weird spot. But I mean, Mana Giant coming down soon. I mean, the Flame Strike is not very useful. I mean, I agree with you. I feel like last turn you should have just killed the board.
Yeah, I don't see when you have a better opportunity to Flame Strike on a board like this, because you're not going to see like a major scrapping turn.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and you might have wanted those other
Shimvala. All right, yeah, we Shimvala here.
Yeah, you play
Yeah.
in cramp sessions that you've generated is nice.
I think you just want to Ray of Frost. Yeah, you want to Arcane, you want to Ray, you want to see where all these go.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful hits.
Wow.
Those
Those
are
are
really
big.
nice. Yeah, okay. Mana Giant cost 0.
Yep.
Wand
Thief is nice.
And another Ray of Frost, so yeah. And
Double
freeze,
Ray, you're
freeze.
gonna freeze. I don't know if you kill it or
I don't think you use the other Ray here. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
Wand
need
Thief is
to.
good. Pick.
Brain freeze.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Cone, okay.
You've
I
got
think
the
he's
fire,
realizing it's just gonna be whiteboard. Oh,
but you've got the flame strike in hand, so
but
needs to play.
There.
Needs to play 2 more, so
I mean, you can just play Evil Genius.
Kargath, and then he's gonna Plague, and it's gonna end up with the board.
Yeah. Wait, second cannon attack. How was that generated? Okay. Oh, raise that.
Raise dead, yeah.
But there's also more stuff on the board now. There's a 3/4 and a bunch of 2/1s.
Yeah, but Mike V's got the answers, right? I mean, he's got the flame strike. He's got the Kona Cold if he really wants it.
Raw Maker first.
I think we see the Kona Cold here, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
probably
weird to
expect
do the Wand Maker first, but we can't forget THLeumer's got a ton of burst potentially in his hand. If both of these soul fires go off, and you can Nether Breath, I mean, you're hitting for 12 there. So
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to play the Drake until he plays the Nether Breath.
correct.
Got another breath here.
Oh, okay. So just taking the 4.
I kind of like it. He's gonna play Expired and he's gonna Evil Genius it, and he's gonna have to play Drake. And
He's gonna go up to 9 cards in hand.
nice.
Yeah, he's gonna play it out.
9 lackeys. I don't think this board belongs to the world now. But
Another Plague Flames. It's just such an interesting way that he's using it. No Vectus drawn yet. I'm very
I don't even know if
interested.
you even want Vectus at this point.
I mean, you haven't played the Plague Drake. I guess the best thing you could hit is the Ebon Lock.
You don't.
Yeah, like double can with that is like your best picks, but they're so diluted. There's 2 merchants. I mean, bone eggs are fine. Loot Hoarder's fine. Serpent Egg is
He does have a
great.
certain egg, yeah. So
A lot of
Loot
good stuff,
Hoarder
but
is. Honestly, I don't think you want Loot Hoarder right now.
no.
We do see that Slayer Strike come out finally. 0 mana giant.
Out.
But
Okay.
we have the Siphon Soul in hand just to deal with this.
Yeah, so there's a chance it could go Drake, Drake Lackey Plague to clear.
Yeah, but I think they're just stick yourself with a 7 mana. Looks like you might just be going for. I mean, he might plague this regardless.
Siphon Soul it. I think Siphon Soul's
Yeah,
fine.
there you go.
Yep, it's gonna make a 1/5.
Good. Now, where was this card when all those spell damage guys were around?
Well, there's at least one. There's still at least one here.
Oh yeah.
No.
True mastery takes dedication.
Finally see this ice block come down, maybe.
Yeah.
Using these Ray of Frost is super interesting, I find.
I like it cleared the board.
Yeah, but you cleared by attacking. Like, you could have just pinged, attacked with the Wand Maker, and left it, but instead now... Oh, these Nightshades are kind of stranded. Yeah, these Nightshades are stranded unless he wants to chuck a Plagued away. Yeah, because I don't know what you're going to do when you want to go off on a Cyclone turn. You don't have that much left in hand. You still have a twin spell copy away.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I mean,
if you're going to play here, Canner that and
Canner that. So, Canner that could bring back a Matron, could bring back this girl, the Merchant. Oh, there's that nerf. You bang that, yeah. Boom, Solarian.
Oh my god, really? Off the top?
Oh baby, you know what happens when
I mean, there's no better play other than Ice Barrier Ping. Like,
yeah, you slam this all the time.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. You don't remember who you are or what happened in the past lives. Here we go. Font of Power.
Wow. No way. That's crazy. That's actually what? Face. Question the minion. Okay. It's not dead. Wow. I mean, it's not dead, but
wah. That was a pretty bad turn.
Oh god.
Bring out the big gun.
Servants of the Black Harvest.
Okay, Nightshade Matron came back. That was the hit you wanted.
It's what you want, but man, like, damage is like, there's an Antonidas. Are we forgetting about that? There is an Antonidas in hand. Oh my goodness.
Too easy.
I think he wants. I don't know what he wants to do. I think he's thinking of a Cyclone turn, but oh my god, man, Antonidas, you just freeze the board and win.
Oh my god, I know. It's over. Like, no, that's not. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh baby, yes it is.
Oh baby, a triple.
Oh, that wasn't the twin spelled copy.
No, it was just a single.
No, it gets there though. It gets there though. No, unless they kill Antonidas, then it doesn't get there.
No, he's gonna Matron
and bang.
No, Matron gets rid of the Plague.
Yeah, but you don't care about the Plague at this rate. You're just trying to survive.
You're right.
You can't, oh boy.
That's gonna get rid of the dragon.
I think you have to Soulfire here as well.
You have to Soulfire for sure.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. No, you don't. You don't have to. Okay. Yeah. You do this. You hit the 2/1 demon in as well, and then you can trade into the girl. Or no! Don't do it that way. Don't do it that way.
He's hoping it hits the Matron.
No, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Now he has to commit a Soulfire. Oh, you're drawing to not. I don't.
Why? Why, LeuMer?
Oh.
Spellbinder.
Spellbinder.
It's not quite over.
Now he has to throw another fire.
All the burst is gone, but
yeah,
he's not over.
He hits the hand. Okay, he hits Tentacle Dan. Oh, there's our Vectis baby. Let's go.
Yeah, spicy next turn.
Vectis is an absolute.
Let's see. Could go Sorcerer's Fireball, Cyclone, and hope to hit something.
I think you want an Ice Barrier, and then Cyclone. You just want to get everything you can here.
Yeah.
And
if you hit Fireball, you win. Or Frostbolt, and you win. Ray of Frost is massive.
Ray of Frost 5 more times.
Oh.
Joran Gorefield. Do you Vectis and then Tauren? Is that too much?
Can you play Terran now?
No, you can't. No, you can. You can trade the Voidwalker into the girl.
Yeah, you're right.
But you're leaving.
Oh my god! Wow, that had Gandling in it too. Wow, that deck had Gandling. I think if Gandling came out earlier, that would have been such a spicy deck against this mage.
What a game!
I know.
Of almost nothing, but then just turned up in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Went absolutely insane in the last 2 minutes there. So we are going to see THLeumer bringing that Zoo Vectis Warlock, and ItsMeMikeV coming out with what looks to be Control Warrior.
Yeah. Okay.
So this THLeumer's going to have to get off to a flying start to want to have a chance here.
Yeah.
Mike V is going to gain all the armor, clear all the boards, and THLeumer's going to have to get off to some craziness, because if that Rattle Gore we see sitting in that hand comes down, I don't know how he deals with it.
He does it. It's just over. Yeah. No, at that point, it's just over. Card coming into hand early is nice. Gets Risky Skipper. This matchup is already.
So early Vectis, I think, is amazing.
It is.
But drawing it where we did was extremely awkward, and I didn't like it. A Fiendish Servant. So Fiendish Servant isn't good because it just gives one attack, right?
When it comes from Vectis, it only gives one attack, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to want that to die before you play Vectis. You're going to want to have Web Egg pop.
I think you want to kill... Yeah, you want this egg to die, and then you want to be able to... Oh, that's a Bulwark with 5 shots.
That's massive.
Yeah.
I was going to play it.
Okay, yeah. Tempo is, tempo does.
It doesn't... At this point, he's not thinking that it's going to probably get taken off the board at this point.
Skipper's huge. The Skipper Armorsmith pickup. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Into the Lackey too.
It allows for no it pretty much that draw pretty much allowed Ankar to stay in
That's
hand.
a huge draw for THLeumer though.
It is. That's how you want it. That's how you want to get the hand.
Yeah.
The hand of Goldon in this matchup. I think you kind of want to let the Matron deal with it. Because Merchant.
We can only hit 2 off of this right now. Yeah, we're just gonna shield block, hold on to this risky. Oh my goodness, Baroth too.
Yeah, this deck is eventually just gonna kill every last thing.
So do we see? We had no death rattles have died. So Vectis is.
No, we're just gonna see. Very likely just to see Serpent, maybe a tap to see what you get. I think
you have to. Yeah.
Raise Dead to get you a Matron.
Yeah, Raise Dead and get you a Matron, which discards your Vectis, which you don't want to see. He's going to get you the Vectis. Alright, 2 Vectises.
Alright, 2 Vectis.
I respect this, your Vectis.
Yeah, I respect this, your Vectis.
Is it Vecti after that?
That's what I mean. Is it a Vecti or... I think it's just a it's like that weird vectis where you don't add the S, you just add the apostrophe after the S. You know what I mean?
I like sheep, where like the multiplication of sheep is just sheep. I'm pretty sure. There is some animal.
Man, another risky skipper brought out. Like,
yeah.
This is. It's top.
So
Okay. Okay, I see you, Taryn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So just don't get a spicy silence, and this is baby.
Although it's still gonna be big.
This is a full board, right? So if this Terran dies, it actually is kind of awkward.
It only summons some of the things that died.
Yeah.
But it won't. It probably won't summon the merchant, which is probably.
It's gonna summon the egg. It's gonna summon the taunt, and it'll summon the. What else is there? It'll summon the 2/1 that gave him the.
Oh yeah, fiendish servant.
Yeah, and then Terran would die, so it would also summon one more minion.
So that believe. Would be. Probably be either serpent egg or merchant.
I think it was merchant. I believe it was merchant.
Must burn them all.
So, I mean, decent stats coming out of those minions, like some 3/2s and things like that, but nothing that can't be dealt with by warrior. And I think Mike's just trying to think of what he wants to do. Does he want to ignore this Terran, or does he want to kill it? Is he going to override? I can't swing with this Ankar. So,
I feel like he could just bulwark.
Blaze
Storm bulwark.
Double.
Well, you gotta. If you're gonna do that, you attack first.
You double Blaze Storm? No, it's just gonna get a card in the hand. No, don't lackey. Okay. Hold on to that for your risky turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Because Well,
Vectis is probably gonna.
So Vectis hitting Terran is actually dreadful as well.
Yeah, but Terran's not dead yet, so you can still play Vectis.
Yeah, no, I just in general, I guess.
Yeah.
This deck is very interesting with the Vectis. Well, we're gonna go for it. A lot have died, so we're gonna hit. Let's see what we get. Loot Order, that's pretty decent. And the Serpent Egg is really good. Yeah. All right, those are decent hits.
Mm-hmm. You don't really mind if Terran doesn't bring a heck of a whole lot back at this point.
No. So I think we're gonna see a skip return here.
I think so too. But man, taking 5 paces.
Yeah, that feels.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Bear off skipper.
Do try to keep yourself
alive. For sure.
But you're still summoning.
Some stuff.
Oh my goodness, that's 7.
Drawing? Okay,
that's 7. That's 4. That's 11 damage.
Yeah, it's almost lethal.
Oh, that's lethal. If he doesn't hit the second soul fire, that's lethal. I mean,
okay. Yeah, for sure.
He's got to. If he doesn't hit second soul fire here, it's lethal.
Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and try it. Try his luck.
Yeah,
he wins. Wow. Good job. Got there. Wow, that was not that was not how I expected this game to go. Oh, this card's the second Vectis too. So it's 2/1 for Lemur.
Those Blade Storms, I feel, from Mike were really ill-timed. I don't think you need to Blade Storm a bunch, like some 1/1s and things there. We never saw, like, if you die as the warrior with Skipper Armorsmith in your hand,
you probably did it wrong.
Yeah, I really feel like Skipper would have been a better play there at some point. Like a Skipper Armorsmith turn. Even when you hit the, like, if you want to hit the Vectis there, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if there's a way to, could you have Baroved into your Skipper and then, yeah, you could have Baroved Skipper.
Bear off first and then you play Skipper Armorsmith.
Yeah, you can clear the board. Because you had 2 skippers in hand, so you could have done it. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. I think there might have been a little bit of a cleaner way, but either way, LeMer is up 2-1 in this match now, and from what we understand, he is bringing his Vectis Mage.
So Vectis Mage is actually, I don't think I call it an official thing, but it has gained traction among some of the THL people, starting with Bach for Life, where he's like this deck. Brushy Tuna also likes this deck. I enjoy it. This is more of a legitimate like Vectis deck than what the other two decks that LeMer has brought.
This has, the Star Crier. It's got the Prime. If you want to run the Thalnos, it's got a lot better hits than it does for. I know when Brushy was playing it, I was talking to him. I think he had some crazy like. When he first lost on stream last week to Wengor, he said it was his first loss to a Demon Hunter ever, like with playing the deck like some odd 30 times. So it's definitely a powerful deck. See the Coin Wand Thief here.
Oh yeah, and the Rustworn. There's the Initiate.
Yeah, there's your Rustworn.
So good start. I mean, the fireballs. Eventually, we're going to see some fireballs to the face, but for now, we will not. Control Warrior versus this deck, I feel like is favored.
I feel like the Mage might get away with it because the Mage isn't really looking to push a ton of damage, right? Is that fireball naturally in the deck? It is.
So you run 2 fireballs in deck, yeah.
So I think he must run the Mozaki version then.
Not necessarily. The Frozen Shadow Weavers tell me that it's probably not the Mozaki version. It could be though.
Yeah, I know in the other ones
though, or Warrior tech.
Yeah, against Warrior and even Hunter, Demon Hunter. Obviously, it's just freezing anything is very good. So.
Okay. Are you cool? Are you? All right. Let's see what comes out here from Mike V. I think we might see Risky Skipper, Armor Smith.
I don't know if you need to use it this early.
Battle Rage. It's really good here.
Yeah, draw 3. All right.
Much rage.
I'm into it. Ooh, yeah, there's some cards.
Nice big boy. Could just see Jandis come out here. Could also see some other variation play, but I think Jandis is just
Jandis is no, because the skipper's down, right?
Oh, you're
so
right. Skipper's
you
down.
just free cleared. Yeah, you free cleared
you
2 of
definitely
them.
play Arcane Intellect, yeah.
There's the second fireball with an Astromancer.
Yep, Solarian.
So we've had 2. So this would be our second Death Rattle dead. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of armor.
Mercenaries, a lot of armor here.
That's a lot of armor.
Yeah.
You want to see some armor? Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah. Can also clear off. Can also just clear off the Solarian because your skippers. You don't want to.
Yeah, your skipper is This is, and then you're gonna see that hero power get hit, and maybe I don't think you don't want the bulwark up yet because it just gets pinged down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulwark's not great against mage.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's the way it goes. Astromancer dies, Prime gets drawn.
Yeah.
Which makes something.
Yeah, so
gotta be
thankful. Jandis here.
Yeah.
You pick the Cobalt, but
everything's gonna die anyways. I think. Bear off skipper.
Yeah, you could actually Blade Storm this and kill off, but I don't think you need. Yeah, you could Blade Storm it. It kills off your. You could trade your 2/1 into the. All right.
Good pick. Could have mind gamed them.
I'm interested that he didn't. He values the 2/1 over more armor.
I think I trade the 2/1 now.
Yeah, if you do, I don't know. I feel like the 2/1 should have hit the 5/3 or the 3/5.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
Either way, you missed 1 armor. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Ooh, Wand Thief's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, hopefully LeMer does have Mozaki because that is a lot of armor he's gonna have to snap through.
Yeah, you gotta hope he has it. This
Because I mean, fireballs
He's been
get you
chugging
to a
through his deck,
certain
though.
extent, but yeah, you got to start checking some stuff.
Yep. He's been ooh, power of creation. I think I might have picked power
Evocation.
here.
I agree, actually, but I mean, you are playing against a control, so anything you play might just get swamped out.
Playing something that duplicates something against Blade Storm is bad, so I think that's a fine play. Yeah. Unless you get something that's just
Rattle
so...
Gore.
Yay.
Do you ever just Deathwing here?
Oh, I think Deathwing's fine here. He gets 3 armor.
I guess you don't want to, but I just thinking like it's a 12-12 or a 12-9.
Oh, I mean, you can even trigger for more armor by
Yeah.
attacking first. Yeah.
Take this poke first and Deathwing. I mean, what else are you doing this turn other than passing? Yes, all right. Didn't want the extra armor.
Okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. He has so much armor, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, at this rate, another armor is, I think,
I'm just waiting.
A little negligible at this point.
I mean, I'm just waiting for that spicy plate breaker tech.
Oh yeah, you know it's coming.
In the shadows.
So here comes the first freeze effect.
Where does the magic come from?
Rustborn Initiate. Start chipping away. Here's your plate breaker. 2 mana, 1 damage.
Yeah. Next turn we know what's coming though.
Yeah. Evil Quartermaster picked up. For me, it's Rattlegore. It's not even hesitation.
Yeah, I agree.
If you get Rattlegore down, I think this matchup is all but done.
I agree.
Yeah. Thinking though is ItsMeMikeV.
What's the considerations? Could play down the. I mean,
I guess the consideration is, does he just want to like play the Quartermaster and go in on something like that? Coheres the 4/3, but
maybe can. I mean, Bulwarks. You don't even need to play Bulwark.
No, you don't. I think Bulwark.
Right? Might have been planning. Might be planning future turns, but maybe just play Rattlegore.
I guess he's scared of polymorphs. I guess are pretty upsetting.
Maybe polymorph if he has Prime.
Yeah, I get, or even just randomly generated polymorph.
Yeah.
So from might be.
I mean, he doesn't have.
The prime. No, I was just saying the prime's dangerous, right? Because you can't play anything after it, and if you don't get a freeze, I mean, 9 times out of 10 you will, but if you don't here, you're facing down 20.
I think I would have liked freezing and maybe even clearing one.
Polymorph.
Rattlegore comes back now. Ooh, Pyro.
Dear Lord Almighty.
What just happened? Rattle got bullied.
A lot of damage.
Yes. I mean, kudos to Mike V for dodging that fireball or that.
That was a good job testing for.
Counterspell.
I assume that was testing for counterspell.
Oh yeah, easily. Good job. Man, that polymorph was scary. I'm telling you.
Ooh, Don. Oh, well, you don't want to do that to the Rattle.
Yeah, Witchy like either Rattlegore. See what happens.
Sure. I think you can just pick.
Honestly, I like that. That's all right. Honestly, I like holding the Witchy Lackey for when Rattlegore is like a 3/3.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you could literally just like everyone, people start ignoring Rattlegore when it's that small, and then all of a sudden he's 10. Yeah, he's like a 10.
Yeah.
So, all right, some good trades there.
Gonna be able to cram session for 2 there.
Yeah, Lemur's really coming back into this, and Mike V is losing his edge here.
Gone, right?
Yeah. His armor is slowly getting picked away at.
Yeah. Well, that's a good pickup. I think I don't know, it depends on how much Mike wants to use this turn. Like, 'cause your Rattlegore still comes back as a 6/6, regardless of if you decide to do something where you have to kill it. So you could go like Barov Bladestorm, Barov, like something. You can make some Barov play here.
Yeah, the Bladestorms are awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's looking at this Skipper Armorsmith turn again, but
yeah,
you're not. I guess if you're gonna use the Skipper,
you don't want to Barov after. I would want to use the Barov first, right?
Yeah.
Try to keep yourselves alive.
I guess
I don't know.
It doesn't leave you with your Skipper. Is all that does, right? You play it first. That becomes, and then
You have a Skipper, Armorsmith, and a Barov at that point.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. Oh my goodness, this is some hefty 3 damage. So this is this Rattlegore has been dealt with like handedly at this rate.
Yeah, that almost kills it.
So I don't think you want to actually ping that. Yeah, I was gonna say you want to keep that frozen.
Yeah.
But it is a 5/5 now.
It does deal with Ross now. Obviously, it would have dealt with Ross anyways.
I think that was wrong. I think maybe if you're gonna brain freeze there, you do just ping it to a 5/5, and then let the Ross hit it, because then this trade actually brings the Rattlegore down to a 4/4.
Yeah, I think that's the right call that you made there. I mean, gosh, that's what he's sitting with so much damage there, but it's just still not going to be enough.
And that's at the end of the day too, is that we're down to 6 cards for THLeumer, and he does have. I mean, if these, we have the Kargath in hand, so obviously one of these guys is gone, but
yeah,
he's got a ton of damage at a hand, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be able to come to fruition. Yeah, that's a clean turn. I mean, the only other thing you're going to really use that on is if he fires out some mana giant nonsenses, but I don't think he does.
Really bad. I mean, yeah, he has literally all his burn, but
yeah. So I mean, is it
no
time to
fight.
start? Is it time to start throwing these fireballs and frostbolts, and then to open up evocations? Oh no! Don't you want to evo on a bigger hand?
I don't know.
Oh, not the THLeumer. Yeah, this is kind of. But what does, man, that mirror entity.
Frostbolt you just play the generated. Okay, your cancer slow is okay, I guess. I don't know what's getting tuned down in the deck.
Discounted? Yeah. I mean, there's another Primordials possibly, and then there might be some other stuff.
It's probably a single copy of Ray. But this is obviously Mozaki. I would doubt it's Mozaki version, but if it is, you're obviously saving it.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason I can think of him saving these fireballs is Mozaki turn. Man,
also, I think there's 2 Sork Apprentices. There's still 2 Sork Apprentices in deck.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a huge minion. Actually, that's kind of getting down to 9 cards. I mean, it's not too bad, but
yeah. I mean, we'll see if Mike is running the dreaded Elysiana, but some warriors do run Elysiana.
Yeah, just to stall it out right away.
Stall it out and just make it even tougher. But this is getting to the point where it looks like THLeumers might just lose in fatigue, just because there's so much armor.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 15 health, and even if he does have a Mozaki, I don't think he has enough spells to cast in a turn and to survive 2 turns after this.
Wow, 2 Gores now.
Honestly, I think I would have rather. Yeah. Okay.
Would you rather?
I'm thinking I might rather the Blood Boil maybe trade into and have a 5, like a 5/7 or a 5/6, but I guess 2 5/3s definitely are better.
Yeah. He's gonna trade off.
Yeah, that's really all he can do.
I don't know. I guess you can play like your Spellwing and your Arcane Missiles.
The only reason I can see you holding this burn is because you have a Mozaki. Yeah, I think Lemur sees the.
There was definitely Mozaki.
Well, with that, you know what we're allowed to do, Doctorfeesh?
We're allowed to say the greatest words in all of Hearthstone.
We are allowed to say the greatest words in all of Hearthstone. And Brushy Tuna, this is for your drunk face out there. Game 5.
I just turn into Vince McMahon when I do that.
There you go. Get around and start firing people.
Yeah, go fire everybody.
There you go.
Let the games
All right. Well, with
begin.
this fantastic game 5, we got ItsMeMikeV on the Soul Demon Hunter versus THLeumer on that Vectus Mage.
This is the matchup that Vectus Mage wants. So,
I mean, yeah, but starting hand from both of these guys are very good. So, hopefully we see a.
Gotta see an early Weaver or an early Frostbolt or something like that. All right. Thalnos, always good.
Oh, I think I disconnected there for a second.
Somebody disconnected for a second. I don't know if it was one of us.
Yeah,
Might have been one.
I'm back. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
I might have. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I had the same thing pop up. So I feel like if we disconnected, we would have just been kicked out, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Some of the players, but actually, it won't matter this time because this is game 5.
This is game 5.
Yeah, all the marbles.
No DCing here, boys. All right.
So,
Blood Mage into Cram Session. Skycrier brought up, and the Frostbolt picked up. So we had what? 5 cards left in Lemur's deck last game?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are a chance that he's got the Mozaki, but there's also a heavy chance that he does not run the Mozaki.
Yeah. Did we see a brain freeze from the deck last game? I don't remember. I mean, we saw so much. We probably saw it.
I will crush your delusions.
Sorry, did we see what?
Brain freeze from the deck.
Yes, we saw 2 from deck.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you're right. And so it's really Sorcerer's Apprentice, Vectus, and then like 2 other cards that we're wondering about. It could be like Mozaki and Ray, something like that.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure myself. So
we didn't see an evocation out of deck.
Oh yeah, so it could be Evo in deck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, gonna use a Shadow Shard Mystic and clear that board up. That's good for Mike V. He doesn't have to take a lot of damage and can get ready to start dealing some damage himself. Pretty sure we could see something like a Firebrand play. I don't necessarily like it, but I think Jandis.
I think Jandis on 5. Yeah. Chromatic.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
The 03 sounds probably the best. I mean, Mike's got Marrow Slicer with a lot of damage coming out with follow-up of other Marrow Slicers. It's just if he can start swinging, but as soon as he equips that weapon, I mean, we might start seeing Lemur starting to freeze.
Yes.
Demons.
Which is literally what he did. We saw 2 Shadow Weavers last time. It was
giving him that board
it was a
space.
mess.
Gave him the board space there. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but
Nah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of negligible.
Mm-hmm. Gives the Marrow Slicer hero power.
Oh yeah.
Lemur's going to 20.
Yeah, just start dumping to the dome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so lab partner pickup.
Okay.
For Lemur, I mean,
I wonder if you just start frostbolting face.
Yeah, I mean, he held on to it last game for some. Oh, there's your Vectus.
All right.
Yeah, he held on to it last game for some reason, right?
Yeah, this matchup he really has to start pumping every last bit of, like every last bit of burn has to go early. That's.
I don't know about rolling fireball there.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of like font of power. Ooh, so that is a skull, but I think you want to, lapidary all the way here.
It's a little too
you push
big,
for
right?
you push for 10 on this lapidary turn, and you know he's got freezes.
Yeah, so now he has to start. This is gonna force Freezing to come out.
I mean, he could actually coin a blade dance as well if he was really that scared to just do 9. But I mean, you know he's got freezes in the deck.
Is this gonna overdraw?
It doesn't, but because he can coin. But and he's got the twin slices.
Okay, yeah,
and a blade dance and
I mean, this is just insane damage. Like,
it's insane damage, but it's just not. Yeah, I
think I would have at least used a twin slice to get, because that way you can get rid of it in case it hits Malagos.
I guess.
Yeah, that's really
short.
I mean, my issue with Mike making that play is now that the freezes are going to start coming out.
Yeah.
You're holding all of these cards in your hand that are going to require you to actually play them, and
he's gonna mana feeder. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunate turn of events, but
okay.
All right, still pushes 5. I would assume we see probably a Firebrand Frostbolt. Yeah.
Yeah, Frostbolt his face. Get ready to start playing your other burn as well.
Like this is had a Solarian died, Rustsworn, and a Starcrier, so we could miss on this Vectus.
He didn't pick the Malagos.
Always Malagos.
Always pick Malagos. Gotta do it for Brushy. It's either Brushy or Ron. I forget who you pick Malagos for.
I think it's Ron. Ron likes
that's Ron.
It's for Ron. It's for Ron. That's right.
Ron's all about the goose.
Yeah.
They're gonna equip this other Marrow Slicer and
bad.
second Blade Dance.
I guess.
I mean, we know that there's no more freezes coming out, but this is kind of where. No. This is kind of what I was getting at, though, is you want to push that damage as much as you can as a Demon Hunter right off the bat when you can.
I agree. Okay.
Another, I guess if you,
cycle, Holding on to that.
Man, if we don't get a freeze here. Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
Lethal, honestly. That's just 2 domes to the face and force him to have lethal.
It's not lethal though.
It's 2 turn though, right?
Not. Well, yeah. Ooh, that's what you want. Now it's sweet.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah, he missed 1 damage. It's okay. It doesn't matter at the point.
I mean, it could. Now, obviously, he can't heal because of that Frostbolt. That puts this completely out of reach to heal. Sociologist, Messia.
And we know there's 3 fireballs in hand.
I mean, you can't even clean. You have to put all of these. 3 fireballs in hand.
And LeBear pulling it out. I was skeptical of this lineup. Wasn't sure about the Warlock and the Shaman, but they
all back this lineup, bringing it home.
Yeah. I think Mike knows.
Well, I mean, fireball.
Oh man.
Bringing it to a 3-2.
Yeah. Making that series pretty tight. Good luck, Albatrosses, not getting a win there.
3-2 win for LeBear. Those Vectus decks were awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Those were sweet. I was in those were.
Sure.
We're gonna get him in. Where's LeBear? See if we can get him in.
I can add him in if he's not in.
There you go.
Okay.
Lima. Hey.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Vectus, you wrecked us with Vectus, dude.
All I'm gonna say is, I was 100% formulating a meme with the transfer students to bring a full Vectus lineup, and I was like, hey, while I'm at it, I might as well bring Shaman and Warlock, right? So potentially a lineup with Shaman and Warlock can win in it. And it ended up working out, taking the 3-2 over It's Me.
Yeah, man. Holy cow.
So I got a question right off the bat. What is your top end in the Shaman deck that you keep Lord Keeper in that deck?
So
what's the
Polk
top
is
end?
actually for a combo, not the top end.
Okay.
So you play Vaj, and when you play Vaj, it goes to 7. You Polk out to 7, draw 3 burn spells, and kill them.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bach formulated the list, and I tweaked it a little bit. And I ended up bringing it, and I actually, fun fact, have 100% win rate with the deck. I've played like 8 games, and I haven't lost yet.
I gotta say, it does wonders against Demon Hunter and against Warrior. With inclusions of the Shadow Weavers, 2 of them, inclusions of the Frost Shot, like you just keep freezing them and you can't do nothing. Like
that was the entire motif of the Mage and Shaman deck. Where I'm gonna
straight
beat
up
Demon Hunter.
And you did handedly. I mean, there were opportunities like the Demon Hunter. I said he's got to swing when he can, but instead he was doing stuff like the turn you held. Do you have Mozaki in your Mage?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The Mozaki, I wasn't trying to beat the Warrior. I was trying to beat the Demon Hunter, and Mozaki is absolutely awful against Demon Hunter.
Yeah, no, you were holding some burn in the Warrior matchup, the Firebolt and the Frostbolt. So I was thinking maybe you had it with the Ray of Frost.
It was more that I just wanted to have board and try to chip him down than just kind of use empty mana on him, like having 30 armor. It's not really going to do anything.
Yeah, throw nonsense at fly on a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. No, those were wicked. I mean, that Vectus. So I'm so intrigued about the Vectus. The Vectus in the Warlock.
Yes.
Seems like he can hit a lot of garbage.
Absolutely, it can.
Okay.
But
perfect. Okay. Yeah.
it doesn't matter so much that it can hit garbage because you can high roll the fuck out of it with cards like both sets of eggs. You can get another prime. You can get loot hoarders. Like there's just so many good death rattles that like maybe hitting the one-off of the expired merchant that you had to play to draw 3 cards. Like it's okay as long as the other side of the payoff is there. Because I think there's like 3 death rattles in the list because you don't want to hit either merchant and you don't want to hit the
give attack guy.
Yeah. He's kind of meh.
He's all right. Actually, he won you the game. So
he did win me the game.
He did won you the game. Actually, not hitting Soulfire with your Soulfire won you the game.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to hit the first one I talked about, or Terran Gorefiend. But if you're playing Terran in a game, you're probably already ahead.
You're already winning.
It's not, it's not that bad to like try to Vectus into that.
100%.
Yeah. In that same matchup too, we were looking. You made an interesting play, and I want to know if it was a misplay or intentional.
Okay.
You evil geniused your merchant that actually overdrew your 2-handed Gul'dans, and I thought it was an intentional thing that you did.
So it was intentional because I had so many generation cards in my hand that I did not want those in my hand because they would just clog.
That's what we were thinking. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was like, he already has so much in his hand to do. I was like, I don't think he can draw 3 more, especially with
because if I had Hand of Gul'dans, especially if I hit like the 4-mana card and just couldn't play it because I'd overdraw so many cards, like.
No, 100%. Yeah, no, that was really smart getting the lackeys to burn those because you didn't need them whatsoever. And those, honestly, you can lose games in that Warlock by overdrawing yourself or drawing too much and going into fatigue.
Exactly.
So,
especially in the matchup like the Control Warrior matchup, if they can stabilize and get you into like late game for them, you just lose to fatigue the majority of the time. So you have to be conservative about where you're drawing with your Skull of Gul'dan, or Hand of Gul'dans rather, and where you're drawing with your loot hoarders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
100%. But those were awesome, man. Those are some sweet games.
They were some fun games. That is
those
for
were
sure.
really fun.
Yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah, the Mage Warlock seemed like nothing was happening, and then all of a sudden an Antonitis hit the board, and it was like,
I know.
Here we go.
So
like,
I lost the game early game. I completely lost the game until I top decked Plague of Flames.
Yeah.
And that let me get back in the game, and I was like, okay, I have lethal because I had lethal set up on board after his Tony turn. After I cleared the Tony turn, I still had lethal set up, and then he got the generated Ray of Frost off Mana Cyclone that blocked the 9/7 and lost me the game. And I was like, ooh, that's unfortunate, but it's okay because I got him the next one.
You did, you came back and got him easy. No, that was really good. Those were super enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love bringing decks like that. Only during weeks that don't matter, but
yeah,
that's great.
No, that was wicked. So you guys are?
They're out. SPG's
are you out?
Yeah.
We are either out or like the closest margin to out that I've ever seen.
Playing a little spoiler, I guess. Then everyone loves a spoiler, so
exactly.
Can't complain there.
With the earlier result of Mayanadon sweeping Ted, that makes GLA really have to win out the rest of this week to have a shot.
They absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that puts GLA. That even DadLegend is now in third. Zilf's went to 1. Yeah, so DadLegend did go to 18 or 118 though. So
it puts pressure on a couple teams.
I was just on Tower Talk yesterday, and I was telling them I am so intensely excited for how this shakes out for the playoff picture. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm so.
I had
a blast having you on yesterday. That was great.
Yeah, super fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the series. I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah,
I don't know if Mike enjoyed it quite as much.
Yeah, no, maybe not, but Vectis is as Vectis does.
Oh yeah.
Last question: how do you pronounce multiple Vectis?
Vecti.
Vecti.
Okay,
there you go.
Yeah.
There it is. I was
Vecti.
saying Vectis with that little asterisk without the S at the end of it. You put the fake S. Oh yeah.
See, you think it's like that, and then you go into I've researched this, right? I went into the animal index to see what animals were referred to, and humans in multiples are still referred to as humans, but Vectis isn't a human, so I had to go with Vecti instead of Vectis.
There you go. You heard it from the man. Brought the Vectis lineup, got the Vectis wins. That's a Vecti, baby.
Awesome, man.
Any last words from you there, Lemur?
Shout out to Bach for Life, obviously. Shout out to Chaser, who got me my priest list, which I'm so sad you guys didn't get to see. It was an Alar Vectis Egg Priest.
That sounds awful, and I love it.
I know. I was incredibly excited to bring it, but Mike V ended up banning it out. That's okay, but shout out to Chaser for helping me with that deck list. Great job this season. SPG toward the end of the season, we really picked it up, but unfortunately, we did not win during the beginning part of the season, so it was very hard for us to get back to playoff
hard climb.
Good
Yep.
SPG.
Definitely a hard climb.
Doing it the hard way.
Absolutely. But thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, awesome. Congratulations again, man.
Yeah, see you guys later.
See you later.
Sweet. What a night of Hearthstone.
Man, those were all really good series.
Yeah, those were wicked. We had, some crazy high-end everything matters in some pro. We had some, DadLegend having to get through and get some points to guarantee the playoffs. And you even had, Lemur bringing some spicy Vectis decks that actually end up getting him the win. And also, playing a little spoiler. So you got to love those storylines coming into things like this. That's, I love it. I can't ask for any more on a Friday Night Fights, right?
Well, you can, but that would be greedy.
I mean, I could ask for a lot more, but yeah, I'm not a greedy man. I'm a very easygoing person.
All right, so just to brush up on what's going on for the rest of the weekend, we have... Started the music a little bit too early, but... So for Saturday night, I think there is one match for 9 o'clock. Just got to double check here.
Yeah, I think I saw Donde talking about that.
Match stream. Okay, so Donde's got Legacy Gold match, or Starlax versus Diamond at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I saw that.
Then on Sunday, we definitely have two more playoff bound or impacting matches, which is We have Legacy Gold as well. It's 8 o'clock. We have Arhat versus Heatshock.
Yep. Hero semifinals.
Yeah. And then we have the Hero semifinals with Itachi from F2L Black versus Darter Binks from the Challenge Stoners. And I'm not sure what the status is on that particular playoff, but let us see here. Okay, so Challenge Stoners. Oh wow, so this is down to game 5.
Okay.
Match 5, I should say. So this is the determining factor. So if Darter wins, then they win. I believe.
Wow.
There is a scenario where they tie, right?
I think if Itachi gets 2 points, it's over.
Well, because F2L Black has the win for things. So do they get 3 points at the end too, or does that not matter now?
If Darter Binks gets, I think, a shutout, or if Itachi gets 1 point, I think that F2L Black win. But that's just a quick look at it.
Yeah.
So it's a game 5 situation, and everybody has to wait till Sunday at 9 o'clock to
that's spicy
to see how that turns out. So
that heat shock on that, come on, like
that's gonna be boy. I'm feeling is going to be also the game 5 to see if the pod people can
make
stick
it
in the playoffs, because it's going to be pretty sticky.
They're in that cusp of 6 through 4 of, there's a 3-point deficit with that right now. So I mean, 2 of arguably some of the best players in THL going at it. So that's a huge match. Not only that, the implications behind it too are wicked. So that Sunday, tune in Sunday. That's some Hearthstone for you.
Yep.
And casting that night, speaking of tune in, is Tuna, Brushy Tuna, and Ron Mexico. So
tune into the Tuna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you have your volume down low when he comes in with the big intro.
Very low. He's not sweet and sultry like me and Doctor. No, he's not. He doesn't have that nice voice like we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, any final words from our casters tonight?
No, just thanks for being out. Haku again. Thanks for Oppen Man. Doctorfeesh. Been pleasure, man. I think this is the first time we might have cast it together. Yeah. I loved it, man. Let's do it again.
Oh yeah.
This was sweet. I like that a lot. No, man, we got to see some wicked games of Hearthstone. Like I said, I could ask for more, but that would be greedy, so I won't. No, that was it's fantastic. We saw, a 3-0 sweep. We saw a game 5 in the last match. That's I'm happy. I'm a satisfied Canadian boy.
Eating your Timbits watching the match. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, only thing I could ask for is some of the Timbits you bought.
Baby,
the 100 plus 2-pack, 50 packs. You
gotta. Spoiled. I'm not spoiled. I don't have Timbits here in the U.S.
Nope.
I'm sad. I have Dunkin' Donuts, but that's not Tim Hortons.
It's not Tim Hortons, man.
No,
Tim Hortons is just
the only place that has it near me is my local hockey arena, but that's obviously not being used right now.
That's Timmy's is our Lord and Savior.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
All right, with that, I wish everybody a safe drinking night, aka Brushy there. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Be safe. Drink water, Brushy. Lots of Advil, lots of Gatorade, bud.
Yep.
Yeah.
And good night to everybody out there. And we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
See you then, everybody. Have a great night. Stay safe.
My greetings. The elements will destroy you.